Mic test, mic test. Cool. We got about 5 minutes.
All right.
We'll get my son a bottle and we will start soon.
Sounds good.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a good time right now.
So, I'm envious. I ain't making fun of you. I wish, man.
You know what's even better though is that now when we play games, I don't have to be up at 1 o'clock in the morning and be dead. Now I can. Let's see, it's 8:30 now. That's 10:30 in the morning is now when we start playing games. So that's gonna be great.
There you go.
Actually reasonable now.
Yeah.
Get some coffee, you know.
Oh yeah, I go on a little jog or something. Go at least a morning walk, get some coffee, come back home, play some D&D. Let's go.
Kill a couple
Hell
spiders.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or stop the spiders from killing you.
that's more like it. Yeah, but I'm in the city, so it's not crazy.
Ah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Not just like battling death on a daily basis.
No. I promise. I've been there a few times. It's an awesome place. Shout out Australia.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that one.
What now?
Was that a delayed Australian accent?
Ain't she a beaut? You know when your brain's like, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, you do it? Okay.
You do it anyways.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Let's check the mailbox here. Okay, nothing new except a line poster, a quill, and
It is pretty cool that you can just check the mailbox, huh?
It is. It's like
Indeed.
Instagram.
Who's got mail?
yeah.
What's in my inbox today?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play the intro, and then we'll be starting. So before I play the intro, just try to make sure everybody's here. Can I get a quick roll call? Amber, why don't you give us a roll call?
Hey, yo!
I think you're supposed to ask for everybody's names.
Oh, I'm that guy. That's embarrassing.
Channel
Busy.
your inner school
It's
teacher.
alright.
Canto.
Hello.
Cake. Cloudy.
Here.
Falcon.
Here.
Sakura.
I'm here.
Wait, did
Wow.
you call Bissian?
Why would I do that? Yeah, I did.
I didn't.
Hello.
There it is. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear the hi. I didn't hear the hi. I was
Where's
like,
the
I don't
hi?
know if I can. I don't know if I can play tonight. I'm not hearing it first.
What did
Right.
you say? It was like, hello.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the intro now, and then we will jump back into. All right. So I always want to say Kanto, but Judith, can you take us away for a recap of last session?
Yeah, of course. Okay. Next to a fireplace that's crackling throughout the quiet night, Judith sits at her desk. Files and journals are all around her in a very orderly fashion. She's using a beautiful red quill as she writes. Heroes on the horizon. The new class of rune warriors at Zion's Hope have made quite the impact. After being baptized by fire, so to speak, by coming face to face with terrifying mouthers and other threats, they have the work cut out for them to do their part in saving our world. Any peace that we've come to enjoy in these current days is at risk once again. These heroes have been hard at work learning all they can to become stronger, but more importantly, become a more cohesive group. This isn't to say it's all been easy. Their leader, newest Noel, is doing an excellent job, but growing pains are sure to come. The child protected by the moon's iridescence, Sora, has begun to unravel the mysteries of her past. Visions in her dreams have led her to believe that a giant ape-like mouther is on the hunt for her. She will be protected by her allies at all costs, but now she lives not knowing when this mouther will attack. Phoenix is making a name for herself around the halls for all her ingenuity and skill. She has created a mechanical wheelchair to help lighten the burden of another member of Zion's Hope. After an impressive week of combat training and study, the team faces their first mission in the field. They were tasked in recruiting a member of the third-year students to take on this mission. While many of the third years wished to help, it was co-leader Vata who answered the call. How will their first mission go? What dangers will the team meet? Only time will tell, but we'll all put our hope behind them to do their best. Written by Judith Bloom, Between the Flames. I'm not done. That's on the first paper. On a second piece of paper, she writes, Notes to the editor. Good evening, Mr. Tuttle. There are other details that I think we should wait to tell the public, at least until I can learn more information. These mouthers are being led by the fallen hero Palm, but there are some debate on exactly when or with how many she intends to wreck the world. Currently, it's within a year's time. Lewis has discussed that his secondary rune... Oh god, sorry, I missed the thing. Lewis has discussed that his secondary rune is more of a recent addition. I'm doing research here to find out how possible this is and what the likelihood is for a true rune removal. More updates to come. Sora's Mouther Ape has quickly become a problem. In a dream, she unwittingly gave her location to the Mouther, but like I said in the article, we will protect her. I'm hoping that one of our readers will know of the child protected by the moon's iridescence moniker and come forward with information. A Mouther would need a good reason to hunt her down, and hopefully we can find out what that is. Amrut, aka the Source, aka Ram Man, was sent a wanted poster for himself. Honestly, I'm not too surprised, but I need to speak with him further. It said he was wanted for arson, murder, and robbery, and gave a large bounty. See photo attached. I'm not sure how real this is or not, but Amrut has been very secretive, so I think it's about time I start researching him more. As you see above, I've left out his name of the article once again. If this wanted poster is real, I can't have bounty hunters coming from all over just yet. Phoenix. Phoenix's mind is a beautiful thing, very smart and capable. However, I'm sure it's just a matter of time before the other shoe drops and we learn of some wild and potentially terrifying past. All in all, I think we have a great story here and our readers will continue to enjoy. I'm looking forward to traveling with this group and seeing what they accomplish next. Get some sleep, Judy. After she finishes those two letters, she folds them up in a nice two-fold situation and then tosses them into the fire. The fire ignites, sending the messages to her editor. That's the recap.
Thank you very much.
That was amazing. Thank
Yeah, it was
you.
really good.
I love that gave us an insight to Judith's thoughts on it all too.
Yeah.
All the extra immersion.
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Up and away. All right. Well, you know what to do. Good to see how much inspo you get.
What do I roll again?
1d3 /r space 1d3.
He's rolling?
Ooh, shit.
You got, they say it's
Yes.
it's a reflection of the quality of the recap.
Okay.
Next week somebody gets one. So enjoy that. That can make all the difference.
Yeah.
So, detail. It's important. Where we begin, again, with Sora. We began with Sora last week, beginning with Sora this week. I don't know about next week, but here we are. Sora, you're in your room, but you're not alone. Blasting through your window, a white ape. In your surprise, you were sent tumbling back onto your table. What I need from you is a Constitution saving throw to see how hard you hit the table and the glass that shattered onto. Oh yeah. You can roll 2d6 damage, and 1d6 is bludgeoning, and 1d6 is piercing. That's how much damage you would have taken. As you what is your first reaction to this as the creature lands in front of you and kicks you to the table?
Sora is still like half asleep, was actually maybe having a pleasant dream, and then she's just sent flying from her bed and crashing into glass, and she winces as she sits up. Oh, why? I was having such a pleasant moment.
Wasn't music. Thank you, Daniel, for the autoplay. So, you see, at first you saw a white ape's face, but when it came from the shadows and attacked you, you see this guy hovering over you.
Oh my god, you could grill steaks on the. Hello! Hi!
So you're Sora, I take it.
Ah. I think I am. I may have a concussion. Who are you?
Jumps off the table and circles around you. He doesn't answer your question. He readies his weapon. He says, fight.
Oh. Oh, this is the game I'm playing.
Your reward is your life. And he goes to swing, but I'll roll initiative just to see if you have time to either act first or whatever.
Okay.
Both of you are put into initiative. So he swings, but
Sora.
you are able to act first.
As he comes for a swing at her, Sora's marks begin to glow along her body. Oh, I love these types of games. And she'll use her bonus action for Thunder Leap. I'll jump to a new location within 15 feet. And I have to give him a Constitution saving throw.
All right, so you make that leap, and I owe you a con save, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I get a 12. I fail.
Alright, he takes 7 thunder damage. And Sora leaps 15 feet back. As she comes to a landing position here, she smirks. But are you fast? That is the question. She'll make her action to dash and will bolt out the window he busted through. So that was 15 feet, 48. And she does this running leap out the window into a roll and is just sprinting across the yard yelling, "Help! Help! This is a game I don't like! Help!"
Lightning, the thunder damage that hit Dando, he just lifts up a hand and blocks it, and almost seems like he catches it as he absorbs most of it into his hand, taking a minimal amount of damage. And there's a smile on his face when you jump out the window, and he just says, "Pitiful. What makes you so special?" As you're like running along the wall. Then you see him jump out the window and run along the wall above you, dashing. The bonus action, similar to you being a type of monk of sorts. He lands next to you and he tells you, "I said to fight. Show me what makes you so special. Show me why you have their name." And as he gets in front of you, he doesn't take an offensive measure. He gets into a defensive mode. He's dodging, but he's right on top of you.
To fight. Very well. Understanding a bit more of what he wants, she smiles. "I don't know the actual name, but I shall fight as if I had it." And she will use her bonus action to go up onto her staff with standing on a staff. And will swing with her staff at advantage at him.
Okay.
And misses.
Yeah, you see him just sidestep. More.
That is it. First attack against her is at disadvantage.
Look at DOT.
Sorry, I've been playing Dan's games a bit too long.
So I'm gonna roll Lewis into initiative. The other people, you guys are free to give me a perception check because the thunder leap would have been loud.
Okay.
Already got Phoenix and Lewis, I think, but I'm missing. Unless you think you wouldn't have heard it. Judith, I'll put your initiative too. You don't have to do anything on your turn, but you can at least be like, what was that or something, you know. But in the meantime, it's Dando's turn, and Dando looked at you. The ancestors waste their time on you. Show them that it is I who deserve it. First,
I
your
don't-
life. You see him drag his staff in one hand and swing it at you twice. First one at disadvantage. Second one, critical hit.
Oh, that's probably gonna take me out of this fight.
Not really. He's using his staff one-handed. Yes, really. It's 12 damage. Is your hit points accurate? It looks like you have 12 exactly.
Yes, I'm out.
He smacks you,
Aw.
but he doesn't do it lethally. He hits you really hard into the wall, and then he just looks down at you. And while you're losing consciousness, he tells you, pitiful, disgrace, not worthy of the name you bear. And then he would hear like Lewis or somebody like either open their door or getting ready to intervene. He's gonna get the hell out of here. Those of you who made a 15 or higher perception check, go check out what the ruckus was. Daniel leaves her for dead.
Lewis, having just been doing his usual training regime, just hears a loud sound off the side of his ear, followed by Sora just like screaming for help outside. And it's like, what in the hell? Gets up from his position and just like opens up his window, checking what's going on. And just sees Sora. It's like, well, shit. Runs back over to Phoenix's door and just knocks like bloody murder.
She'll jump up and what the hell? She was so engrossed in Jenkins she wasn't paying any attention, but if her door is getting pounded on, she kind of jumps a little bit, looks over his shoulder. Who the hell is that? Opens the door. What do you want?
We got some trouble. Meet downstairs. Meet outside. As he just like runs back over to his room.
She will turn, look towards Jenkins, give him the come here finger, and follow Lewis into his room, honestly, to see where he's going.
How high up are we?
Maybe 15 feet.
Okay, yeah, he's willing to do that. He just jumps out the window.
D6.
Alright.
I take 5 damage, one from the fall, and then just a single piercing from the glass of the window.
Got it.
You see Sora over there. Now, you don't know if she's stable or actively dying, but she's on the floor. Tiny pool of blood.
Shit. Hops.
What time of the day is this?
This is nighttime, probably around,
Like we were asleep, right?
some of you could be asleep. It was around 11, 12. I don't know how late you guys get to bed.
Yeah, I would have been asleep. So,
Okay.
I'll have take that off. Judith will kind of like wake up and still in like she's like in a tank top and shorts kind of a thing, and be like, "What the?" and run out and like knock on the door. Emerald! Emerald! Hey, something's happening.
What do you mean?
Didn't you hear the noise? Come on! And I assume I can
Noise.
tell that it came from a certain direction.
Yeah, from north. I mean, it was like thunder when it's a normal night.
So as Phoenix sees Lewis running out and how he called out his nickname for Sora, she will tell Jenkins to go get, sorry, I don't remember him, but the man of the house that helps us out. So Jenkins would be
Apollo?
going. Yeah, Jenkins would be going down the hallway to try to go get Apollo. And Phoenix, 15 feet is a little bit much for her, so she's got to take a couple minutes to get the bed sheet off of Lewis's bed and make a bed sheet rope to get her halfway down to the ground anyway.
Okay. So give me a survival check to see how well you do that. That's average. It's only a 15-foot thing. It's like you could sneak out in high school or something, right? You could do it.
Cool. I realize that'll probably count like 2 of her turns or something, but
Yeah, it'll take you a little time to get down there. But Judah, if you look out the window and you see Lewis rushing, at this point Lewis would arrive at Sora. She's knocked out on the floor. Tiny pool blood, not excessive, but doesn't mean that the wound was critical or not.
Who's out there?
It's Sora and Lewis. Here, help me open this window.
I just kick it. And as I saw like batting out all the glass out of the frame.
As soon as that happens, I'm like, think back. Okay, yeah, he probably robbed somebody. I was saying, get up, Moonchild. Give you a healing word.
So Lewis, when you go check on her initially as the healing word's coming in, what are you doing exactly? She'd be unconscious at this stage, but she'll wake up soon, hopefully.
The moment he gets over there, he just kneels down. It's like, God damn it. And just like immediately uses his 2 fingers of his organic hand just to check pulse, make sure that she's still alive.
At this point where you're checking her pulse, at first it was still, but as you hear Judah's voice, yeah, Moonchild, Sora, you would certainly come through.
She has to open only one of her eyes because the other one has definitely taken one of those jabs from the guy's pole because it is swollen like a grapefruit. She just opens that one eye looking up at you. Everything hurts.
Who the hell did this to you?
Some big white monkey with very impressive abs.
I'm gonna jump down too.
Heard.
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, Delirious. Kept saying I was not worthy, and he kept beating me.
What, the same one you saw in your dream?
No. This one was the man. Except he wasn't a man, he was still a monkey. Ow. She, like, gets into a sitting position and is just holding her side where another huge bruise is just kind of painting it. He hits really hard.
Looks like we got a bit more to worry about than that freaking Mouther.
He said
As there, I'm gonna have like I'm start looking around for like any tracks or anything like that to see if he's like really gone or where he's maybe going. That's what I was still talking.
I'd like to join Amrat in that.
Sure, both of you, one of you two can give me a survival, investigation, or perception at advantage. You're giving the other person an advantage.
You go ahead, Amrat.
Yeah, I'll do a survival.
Nice.
You can pick up a clear set of tracks, but they end about 15 foot into the brush. At which point in time, if the description is true, this creature might have taken to the trees to move around because there's no more footprints, and you're certain you would find them. You did a really good job.
Shit. They're long gone.
Sora would unsteadily get to her feet and walk towards where Amrut and Phoenix were looking into the woods, and she looks out as she stands next to them and would shout out, "I hope we meet again. I wish I was more worthy in your mind, but
What?
maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow, or the day before, or the day after. Until next time."
You got hit real hard, didn't you, Sora?
Eh? Who is Sora? I'm kidding. Ow.
Oh my.
She's not even yelling.
Well, I live with people, average. She looks to everyone. That may have been the closest thing to, I think, what family was.
Yeah. How do you know that?
He kept saying was not worthy, and then family. He could be a very, like... He could be related to me, or related to what I'm looking for. Now I have a
Or-
mission to get stronger so I can be worthy again.
Or related to the Mouther in some way, like an emissary.
Well, if that was true, he would have killed me, I think.
Who knows?
He had the very opportunity, and he didn't.
Did you get a good look at him? Could you describe him to Judith?
I would do my best to describe it, but I did get knocked out, so I would feel like I would have to roll for the best description I could give.
History. See how well you can pull on your memory.
Maybe Judith can draw him.
7.
Maybe not.
No.
He got me pretty good.
This is just like a regular monkey. I thought you said it was like a man, like a monkey man thing.
It's fuzzy. He hit me really hard.
That's understandable. You got this eye is you need some ice.
Oh, I was wondering why my depth perception was off.
It's just a slight hemorrhage. You'll be fine.
Students, students. Are you all right?
Depends on your definition. Sora here got a whopper. We might need to up the security around here.
Whatever attacked you, it must not have been a Mouther. The security and defenses of the Rune Warrior Academy would pick up certain threats. But if it was another Rune Warrior, certainly it would just register as a student or one of us. I may need more ground support. He touches your head, Sora. Apollo's light. And as it does two things, which is cool. One, it heals you for 10 hit points. Two, it registers who did the last strike, and you see it shoot off into the forest. Apollo's eyes are white for a second. If you remember, he's not a primo. He's skilled at gathering information for the academy. And as it shoots out, he looks back to all of you. This target of yours, whoever attacked you, it must have been at least 10 minutes ago, huh?
Yes, I believe so. I was out for some of it.
It's for the rest of you.
Like a minute.
Yeah, for the rest of you, it's only been like a minute. That creature is several miles away. He must be as fast as the wind. Once I restored her wound, I can register the distance to the creature that attacked, only for a moment. Seems to be about 4 miles from here. Insane.
Damn, that's quick.
And I thought I was fast. He must be even faster than that third year.
This is troubling. Could it have been a third year playing a prank on you?
Do you have any students here that are white monkeys?
I'll hold up the drawing.
Oh god.
That looks nothing.
He looks at the drawing. No. But if you did get a hit in the head, it's possible you could be misremembering. It also could have been a mask of something.
Could be. I don't suppose there are any mean people with sticks that are renowned. Because he'll hit me really hard with a stick.
We're gonna have to put the house on lockdown tonight. Erect a force field of sorts. So you've heard of the spell, Force Wall?
I have not before.
It's a drain of energy, but necessary until we can secure the property. I ask each of you to return to your rooms. The primos will be here soon.
Mr. Apollo, from what I could remember when he was beating me senseless, he kept shouting, I was not worthy. I was not worthy. Show him my strength. And as my consciousness faded, I think he said something along the lines of pathetic.
This was clearly a targeted attack then, and quite personal. This individual must know you despite you not knowing them. In some shape or form or fashion, has an understanding of who you're meant to be or who you are. There's also the off chance it's just a lunatic, spouting nonsense. Whatever the case is, I suggest for at least the next hour you all stay in the library together, just until we can secure the property and put up the wall. Once the primos get here, you're all in return to sleep or whatever else you'll do. I understand right now adrenaline must be rushing. Meantime, I'll try to secure the grounds myself, but I'm not much of a fighter. But I have been here long enough that at least as strong as the 30 is.
Phoenix, what do you say something about a big brother?
Now's not the time.
Does it have anything that might to do with this?
Just how he was talking to Sora kind of sounds like how a big brother would talk to a younger sibling, but given Sora's bit with family, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Any potential clue or idea right now is important, so it's okay.
I would like to rest among the books with my friends. Thank you, Apollo. Elan, sorry for the disruptive evening.
We wanted this place to feel like a home, though it doesn't have a heavy amount of security. But going forward, be prepared. We'll have to unfortunately have the grounds have quite a few guards, at least 15. They'll consider this place a home, and I know your faith in its defenses has been broken, but we shall show you that we are competent. We didn't imagine anyone would attack a student. In fact, our students have been attacked on campus in years. Suppose never let your guard down is a good thing to live by.
Appears we really are a special bunch.
Indeed. Alas, I must bring up the wall. Please stay with each other until all the defenses are set in place. And take the conversation inside. It'll be easier to defend you within the walls than outside in the open. And you can see Apollo's like really shaken by it. He's not afraid, but he was worried. And he would search the nearby areas.
I take one last look at the broken glass from Sora's room and then out into the trees. I make a note and then keep walking.
With that little bit of healing, her eye on the swollen side is able to open up a little bit. It's kind of still half lit, but she's looking better. Man, you really showed me what for.
I'm sure you did your best.
I tried my whole Thunder Leap thing on him too. No effect. It was astounding.
There's no effect, but it at least woke us all up. That boom was massive. But I gotta get some more sleep. I'm fucking tired.
Phoenix is gonna dip into her room real quick to get a couple of things like her crossbow, and then she will join the others in the library afterwards.
Sure you don't want to stay in the library with us, Judith?
Okay. But I need to sleep. Please don't. You guys don't want to hear your voices for 8 hours. She's a little grumpy when she's not getting her sleep.
So go ahead, sorry.
So as you all assemble in the library, the next hour is yours. Not a real time hour, but in character. You guys can tell me how you engage each other. Any running theories or whatever your character would be up to. And maybe Judith is just sleeping on the ground in there. Who knows?
She can take the couch.
Nope, she's away from everybody in the corner, having books up on the thing.
Jenkins is guarding the door.
Sora will come up to Lewis and smile at him. He notices one of her teeth are a bit chipped, but otherwise she seems to be in higher spirits. I am really glad you were the first one I woke up to. It was a rather comforting sight.
Someone I'm responsible for is down on the ground. Do you expect me to do anything else?
No, of course not. But I know you're not all big on the touchy thing right now, so I appreciate it regardless.
I just hope we can sort through all this.
In a way, this is something to look forward to. Other than the Mouther, this is someone more tangible and someone I can maybe talk to. Even though he did beat me up, but you know, he didn't kill me.
He has like a small smirk on his face. Interesting reaction to getting assaulted, but I guess that's the advantage of being new.
Yeah, in nature, rough play is often very rough, depending on which animal you look at. If he wanted it to be a fight to the death, I would not be here, I think. It hurt, but it was playful.
I just hope that he only has good intentions.
Maybe it's someone I have to live up to now. Someone I have to, It's like me and Quill. He is Naruto, and I am Sasquatch. This man is my Sasquatch.
Just try to get a bit of rest.
Okay, I shall try. And she would move over onto the carpet and would lay down, just staring at the ceiling, still with a rather confident and rather enthusiastic smile on her face as she looks up at the ceiling, her mind kind of buzzing from the experience.
Jenkins.
He's just guarding the door. If he's making noise, sorry, Judith.
Judith knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Emma, what are you thinking about all this? You, in your mind, you might, at least a portion of it might consider, what if your organization was looking for you and not her? It did hit her head pretty hard. The story could be false.
Yeah, he thought that at first, but now he's kind of piecing together that it's like her own shit, probably. Just hearing there was any trouble, he was like, what? But he's piecing it together. He's realizing this is, it's not just about him. But learning that rune warriors can pretty easily get into the school is definitely some good information he's learned. He's pretty alarmed at that. The defenses aren't, there's a hole in the defense that he wasn't keen on until now. But now he's just watching everybody. He has his blades in hand just in case someone comes through. Just guarding the door there.
Excellent. And Phoenix, I know you voiced some of your concerns, but what is deeper in your mind, or are you actually voicing those as well?
I think right now she's sitting in this seat that's way too big for her and loving every moment of it. She's got her knees kind of tucked up and she's writing a letter that she's been meaning to write. This is kind of her way of not dealing with what's going on, but kind of in her own sort of way. At first she was writing a letter to Frankie because he's like, write me. And so she did that, but that's just a quick little, niceties, doing what she's supposed to do. But then later on, she will pull out a piece of paper and write to her cousin back home. And she's going to send them some money, probably about 50 gold. And she's writing to him. Some of the things she covers is big shit's gonna go down in a year. Don't ask me how I know, but you guys need to be working on getting the hell out of Icarus. And keep Auntie away from between the flames. Don't let her read that for a while. And those are her 2 big things, or 3 big things.
Okay, great. Well, at the same time, Jenkins starts going off because an intruder has appeared.
Oh, I guess he will start making a noise.
Sakura's like in like a little nightgown and runs inside the room. Oh no! Is everyone all right? She sees Judith. One of them's died. And does Judith snore or anything like that? Like, what indication is she's alive?
She has like her head rests on a few books and has a few books that are open, like on her, like almost like a blanket, and she's like there's a little bit of dribble.
Okay, good. So she thinks Judith is dead at first. Hammered as you come around the corner, he yells, "Oh no, it's not safe here anymore. Can't believe someone attacked the property. I was told to stay here with all of you."
They sent you here? You didn't come on your own?
They just told me to stay with the others while they secure the ground.
Interesting.
I'm not here to protect you. I'm here to be protected, is what I was told.
That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. Well, you know I know a cantrip or two. Better not underestimate me.
Ooh, which ones?
Just a light spell.
Hey, that's a good start.
Oh, that's so cool. I have a hard time seeing in the dark. That is very useful.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Man, I should have shown a light when that guy beat the lights out of me.
Watch this. She lights up her staff.
Sora will clap enthusiastically. You're so good. I can't even do magic.
Well, if there's anyone hiding in the shadows in this room, they can't hide anymore. He levels her staff towards one of the corners.
Phoenix is gonna point her finger at Sakura and using the message cantrip is gonna say, I can teach you how to message if you want.
Whoa. That's the message she sends back in the message. She's so surprised someone just went in her brain.
She just smiles and out loud, a non-message cantrip. She says, let me know.
After a moment, you see Rama come busting in, runs past you guys and grabs Sakura. He like holds her. Are you alright? Are you hurt? No, Papa. He looks to the rest of you. You need any more medical aid?
I think all I need is a full night's rest without being beaten up by white monkeys.
Don't worry. Some of the primos are gonna stay tonight. Sakura, get back to bed. I'll be there soon. Yes, Papa.
Phoenix will point at her on her way out and message, good night.
Whoa.
And did we know Rama was a wind rune master?
Yeah.
Sora would look up to him with this ecstatic look on her face. Rama, the man who beat me up. Do you think he is faster than any wind user I've ever seen?
I heard about his speed. I have considered pursuing. But it was more important to make sure my family was safe and the students.
You are, Sakura's father?
I am. And you see some guards outside with Sakura walking her. He takes a look at your injury for a moment. You'll be alright. Looks like you were administered some form of aid. Magical healing has already had your wounds swollen, going down a bit.
Yes, it's very helpful. I can... Do you know of... I've been actually meaning to grab you for a second. I came here because I was also on the search for my master. You knew him as Zuru. You knew he was a primo. He disappeared 8 months ago now. Do you happen to know anything?
Your master was quite powerful. I'm sure he's all right. You shouldn't be as concerned. Perhaps he returned to his home village.
His home was on the islands, I thought. She like withdraws the staff from her bag or her back and shows it to him. He even left his staff. I thought I'd return it to him once I found him.
It's really strange. Touches the staff and looks. And something he'd part with so easily. We'll look into it. He's an old friend. So it won't be any work that I'm not willing to do.
I appreciate it, Rama. I promise I will not bring further... I hope not bring further weirdness here.
Gives you back the staff. I want to do one more round. The mansion. We've got guards now. We'll stay. About 15 hands will take the operation tonight. We'll probably double that number in the meantime. But for now, each of you can get some sleep. Safe. I'm sorry that wasn't always the case.
I really appreciate it. I feel very at home here, despite what happened.
He nods at you and he walks over to Lewis and he puts his arm on Lewis. He tells you, Lewis.
Kind of just like looks at him for a second. When it's just, he seems to be like backing up against the wall slightly, but it's a very subtle type of movement. And meets his eyes.
He just looks at you for a long time, and he didn't say anything. He just walks out.
What the hell was that?
Not sure either.
Was that not some sort of old bro code?
Gonna be honest, first time I met him was back over at that festival. Haven't seen him since, so not
Maybe
exactly sure.
Maybe it's another case like mine. I don't remember the man who attacked me, and you don't remember him, even though maybe he remembers you.
Maybe. It has been a while.
Sora, you'd be alright if Jenkins stays in your room tonight.
Sure.
He'll be quiet. He's just tired of my snoring.
Oh, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be tired of mine soon enough. Thank you, everyone. I don't know.
Stand in here.
I believe we can now go back. They said there's guards around.
Yeah, we're supposed to go to our rooms, get rest. Although, anybody gonna wake up Judith, or we just let her get her beauty sleep in here?
I don't know. She can be very scary.
She seems fine. We'll leave her.
Okay. Instead, maybe Phoenix, I can just bunk with you for the night.
Sure, if you want to do that.
I would much appreciate it. I'm just as comfortable on a couch anyway.
Well, it's not like I take up the whole bed.
True, but the combined vibration of our snoring could send this house plummeting into the ground, maybe.
Above table, Phoenix doesn't snore. She's trying to have an excuse for Jenkins to guard you.
I swore to snore, and sorry ahead of time.
Judith. Hey.
you see the snoring has, or the light little snore thing has stopped. What?
We're going back to our rooms. You staying here or what? All right, good night.
No, she's like breathing. She's like, okay, and she gets up. Okay, fine. God, you guys just keep talking and talking the whole time. Let's see. As we're walking to the room, I don't really say much to you except when we get to our doors and say, oh, we have to chat. By the way, I've spent many times. I spent this last year not asking you any questions out of respect, but the time is over, and so just brace yourself for the deluge. Okay, get some sleep. And she closes her door.
Fuck. Anyone says wrong?
Say, Lewis, as you go to close the door behind you, her phoenix's foot is going to stop it from closing all the way.
All right. He kind of just like, he didn't exactly close it hard, so it kind of just stops slightly against your foot. And then he just turns back over his shoulder again.
She
What's
pushes it open slightly with her fingers. Can I talk to you, sec?
Considering what happened, sure.
Not to be a pest or anything, but I've noticed the rust on your equipment that you seem to have on you at all hours of the day. Just curious if you ever heard about rubbing some oak tree branches on it. It's supposed to help stop the rust. Didn't know if you knew it might be helpful.
I'll take it under advisement.
Tannic acid, blah, blah, blah. Really, as a Shadowrune user myself, I was wondering, you don't seem to have been aware of your Shadowrune powers, and you did some sus shit to Sora in the classroom. I'm just wondering, did the maker of your arm, did he maybe put that in your arm or something? Like, you alright, dude?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Clemdor has anything to do with this. As far as I can tell, it... How do I put this? Honestly, it'll probably be easier if I just show you. And he just like lifts up his, the cloth around his elbow just to show the blackened skin. It most likely has to do with whatever the hell happened to me back then.
She is a little shocked that you went ahead and showed it to her. Like, she is kind of expecting you to have a wall up or whatever, so she's a little bit slow on the react. But then she's just, did you have one of the medics look at you for that?
I've had it for a long time. And I haven't been able to do anything with it, so...
Alright, well, I ain't gonna pretend to be like all knowing about the Shadowrun things. There's a lot of shit I do know, but that ain't one of them. But I don't know. You need something, let me know, okay?
Right. And slowly puts the sleeve back down.
She will back up to the door. Good night. Sweet dreams. Yada yada.
Yeah.
She'll close the door, stop for a moment in the hallway, kind of getting her bearings, and then go in and find a snoring Sora.
Like, mouth wide open, tongue lolled out. It's as if she never got beat at all and she is dead asleep.
She smiles, instructs Jenkins to stay in front of the door, and will attempt to get sleep herself.
All right. Judith, I'd imagine, goes immediately back to sleep or no?
Oh yeah, she just passed out, face down on the bed, asleep. She's done.
I wish I could say the same for Amrit. To an extent, I have to speak for.
How do you mean, Falcon?
They did a lot of experiments on you in that place you came from.
Yeah, maybe.
So, how bad are you bleeding right now? You're bleeding.
Probably just like a little bit from the forehead.
And you see mist around you. Normally, it's like a whitish silver, watery mist from your room, but this one is filled with blood mist. And hopefully, you don't wake him, but you're standing to this room, having teleported. You didn't want to, having teleported unwillfully in this blood trail. And you can see on the floor, it looks like someone was bleeding out horribly as the mist took you from one place to the next. Luckily, she's deep asleep, but I'm not certain this has ever happened to you before. What's going through your mind?
Shit. I think, to an extent, it's happened before. As a sign of punishment for him. And as he looks around the room, he kind of just, he's not sure if this is real or not, so he doesn't want to wake Judah up, so he's just like, shit. That bastard. And he'll try and head to the door.
Give me a stealth check. I'll give you advantage because Judith is sleeping and appears to be somewhat deep.
Alrighty.
Yeah. You succeed. But there's only one concern. When she wakes up, there's going to be a puddle of dried up blood in her room. I don't know if you take any measures against that or just dip.
Shit. I mean, there's no like OxyClean. And no, the earth is any. Nah, that's just gonna stay there. He's out.
All right, you slip out the door and back into your room. In your room, there's a pool of blood that is forming into a fine ball or orb. And as it forms into the orb, it says, Amrit, they're coming for you. The ball disappears. Now you can go to sleep.
Alrighty. He will not.
He will not. All right. Is there anything else anybody would like to do tonight or walk us through any scenes or anything before we continue to tomorrow? Don't be afraid to take up a little camera time. If not, we can go to sleep and resume.
I just sit on the bed, just staring at the floor. And then maybe I fall asleep.
Who do you think would have warned you of the two people that helped you escape? Which one of those two you think would have actually tried to reach out for you? Maybe it's neither of them.
I was definitely probably Nikita.
Heard. So, the night is mostly uneventful. Any interesting dreams from any the players tonight or no?
No, Phoenix slept well.
Sora would go to sleep, finding herself sitting in shadow. She looks about, and to her left, she will notice the giant ape mouther that was hunting for her, supposedly. And she looks to her right, and she sees the vague, blurred features of the attacker of last night, and they're both walking towards her, and she just can't help but feel overwhelmed in this moment before, as they get within a couple feet of her, that's when she'd wake in the morning.
You come through, it's the next day. Even though things are not brightest and beautifulest, go ahead and make use of that trap Dana gave. Oh, the morning does come, and Sora, you would wake up. You think you would, Phoenix, how early do you rise? You think you would have beat her to the rise, or she would have got up first?
Not this morning. There's too much excitement last night. Sora's probably waking up first.
Sora, as you wake up, probably in a light sweat, being sandwiched between two potential threats. Did you at least enjoy your rest? You're no longer exhausted.
She feels about her eye, and the swelling has significantly gone down, but there is a unfortunate purple bruise around it to show that she got quite a nasty shiner. But otherwise, she seems to smile as the pain has gone down. Just you wait. I will play your game again. And she would hop out of bed and just stretch. Phoenix, time for breakfast.
Okay, you cooking?
I have no idea how, but I'll try.
She just rolls over.
And with that, a bad idea will occur as she will race towards the kitchens.
Jenkins steps out of your way.
Judith will wake up. What does she see?
Your room is perfectly pristine. Door locked, window not broken, the floor untainted. In fact, it looks a little shiny, like someone mopped the... And of course, it wasn't Amber. But no, nothing of impact in your room. It's another morning, I suppose, after the horrid events of last night.
Okay. She will do her daily morning journal and then get dressed. Ready to go.
So while you're doing your morning things, at the same time as Sora leaves the room, Phoenix, you see Jenkins. He's got this bucket, and it's red, and he's pouring it out the window. And then it's you see his arm has a mop out of it, and he sucks the mop back into his stomach. Jenkins.
Where were you last? What? She will feel around for her glasses, put them back on her face, quickly throw her hair up in a ponytail, and come over to Jenkins and be inspecting him, because she didn't like what that looked like, but she's not sure from a distance. Can she inspect it and see?
Medicine, survival, perception, pick anyone you want.
All of those are wisdom.
Sorry. Well, investigation, how about that?
That works for me. Here we go.
So you could tell, it looks like it was some type of red coloring, maybe blood. And he seems to have a little mop head stored inside of him, as well as other random junk. Perhaps you put it in there, maybe you didn't. I'm not sure. Up to you.
The mop head, definitely, because that was helpful around the shop. She would be having Jenkins doing everything that she didn't want to do. Her first reaction is she's going to look around the couch that Sora was sleeping on, make sure there wasn't any blood left over, even though she was sure Sora got healed last night. She's going to look at Jenkins and kind of think, I need to work on your audio component so you could tell me what the hell you do sometimes.
While you're saying that, he's printing out things unintentionally. You see it flying out the back of him, and it's posters of Amrit, and he just points to one of the photos before saying Jenkins.
Okay, stop printing these. He didn't appreciate that very much, but good job. Thank you. And she's probably going to be looking at Amrit suspiciously for the rest of the day.
Alright, but yeah, but he doesn't say anything else in the matter, and you could definitely tell it was some kind of blood, but must have been something Sora left behind. No one else is bleeding at any point in time. But Judith, is that true? Are you freshening up, or are you actually enjoying a good morning bath?
Oh, yeah. She's doing the using the going the. Blah. She's taking a bath, kind of getting freshened up, and then she'll come back. And she'll knock on. She'll do a little. Amrit, bathroom's free.
I've already been in.
Really? It did smell like you had. Okay.
Ouch.
Sure thing.
Ow.
For real.
Oof. Anyway.
Lewis ain't the only one with black marks right now.
I look around my room. Is the floor to my room clean?
Yeah. Your floor of your room is not as clean as the other one. It looks like someone took their time cleaning Judas and then only like lazily did yours. It could be they ran out of time or whatever, or maybe you're under the it's magical. You just think most of it dissipated, or that's a hard word. Excuse my English.
Yeah, I got you.
But it doesn't look like there's any foul play at hands, but it is strange. You expected more blood. And more importantly, when you see Judith, she's just like, hey, and there's no like massive trail of dried up blood leading to her bed.
He's gonna go to her room real quick, or knock at her door.
She like lightly cracks it open, but you're not allowed to peer inside. Yes?
Hey, anything else happen after we all went back to our rooms, or?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything. I'm kind of a deep sleeper, so. Why? What? Are you okay? What happened? And I'll kind of open the door a little bit and kind of stick my head out there.
I will try and look past to the floor.
The room looks perfect. In fact, there's a little bit of a shine or wax to the ground. Someone took extra care to clean up the mess left behind.
As soon as he kind of starts to stick his head through the door, I close it on his head a little bit. Whoa! I'll see you at breakfast. God, get a grip.
He'll like walk away, like rubbing his horns. Fuck. I'm losing my fucking mind.
Speaking of breakfast, now you don't have to be here. I just put you here on the map to have you somewhere. But breakfast, I won't describe it for you every day, but it's good food. It's the usual. And as I say that, I do want to describe it, so I'll describe it. There are hash browns. There is toast, rye bread in particular, orange juice, milk, ham, and eggs. And for whatever reason, the eggs are green.
Is this like a holiday thing or something?
I was going to make breakfast, but this was already here. I think the eggs are really good for your liver, I think. And she'll plop one into her mouth. You know?
I'm just waiting on Sora's reaction.
As am I.
Oh, Phoenix has no hesitation. She has eaten all kinds of questionable stuff, so she's eating right along with Sora.
And yeah, when you guys dig in, the eggs are actually tasty. In fact, besides the color change, you don't think there's anything different between it and the yellow ones. Maybe someone practicing food color, but certainly it'd be a very rare practice in this day and age.
It's probably from some rare chicken somewhere. Don't worry about it. They won't poison you.
Sure.
Oh, Phoenix is going to try to not be noticed, but give Amrit the look over to see if she notices anything on, like, not gaping wounds, because that would be obvious, but for signs of a major wound or something because of what Jenkins had done.
You see the mark on his head, and his armor is actually a little cleaner than it usually is.
She will note that.
He went to the bathroom early this morning.
Did you sleep okay last night, Sora?
You know, a couple of odd dreams here and there. But you know, I can at least think straight now. Things aren't very difficult to form in my head. So that's progress.
That's good. She's gonna hold up both her hands and ask how many fingers.
10?
Close enough.
You with the crazy dreams, Sora. We gotta get that under control, maybe a little bit. There's a technique. It's to lucid dream. Have you heard of this?
Lucid dream.
Yeah. It's so when you're dreaming, while you are dreaming, you realize that you're dreaming, and you can actually have some willpower, some control of your dream, and so you're not just the person riding on a roller coaster going the wrong direction. Here, I'll take this, and I will pull out like an old quill with some ink and like a little hand notebook kind of a thing, and I'll say, here, just write a little bit when you wake up and a little bit before you go to sleep, and doing that will help you train your mind.
Have you mastered this technique, Judith?
Oh, it's a long ways to go to master something, but it's helped me quite a bit. It's so I can keep my mind going even when I'm asleep.
What kind of dreams do you have?
Well, it just depends. Like if I have like an article or something that needs to have a deadline, I have to make sure that the information stays in the mind palace.
So no dreams where like your life is in danger and somebody's coming after you?
No.
Gotcha.
Is that the kind of dreams that you have?
I thought everybody did.
I haven't had a dream like that in, I don't know, maybe since I was a child, but it's
When you say since I was a child, her face goes with this whole look like tread very carefully.
Wait, what do you, are you okay? What happened?
Continue your thought.
Yeah, it's everyone, have a dream, like you have like a dream that a crazy clown is chasing you through the woods. Yeah, of course, but if you lucid dream, you have some control there, and you can turn around and smack the clown in the face, or it's not really the clown chasing you. Really, it's just like a bunch of cotton candy salespeople that have delicious candy, and you're just a food critic. Who knows?
So you are saying if I write something down, I could maybe, if one of these people pursuing me tries to invade my dreams again, I could slap them.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, it takes time. You have to have patience, but yeah, it's a good technique.
What should I write?
Whatever's on your mind. It's okay. Anything. There's no rules to that. It's just write something so you have a link with your mind.
Okay, I shall try that tonight.
You have to let me know if it works, Sora.
Would you like a notebook, Phoenix?
Oh, no, thank you. I have plenty of paper and pencil.
But do you have a dream journal? And then I'm just kidding.
Does that Amrod, Lewis, do you have vivid dreams?
What?
Do you have dreams?
No.
You don't dream.
Like at all?
Well, they're not dreams.
Oh, you have visions like me?
They're more like memories.
Oh.
Or nightmares. One and the same.
What was the last one you had?
I stare at Emrut.
He like
Go
looks
on.
up in the into the like to the ceiling. The last one. I'm unsure. What the one for before that? I don't know. Blood on my hands. Smell of smoke.
Hmm. Sounds like a rough memory.
Good morning, everyone. I heard there was quite a commotion last night. Happy to see everyone's all right.
I got beat up.
Yeah, I doubt that. You probably did the beating up.
No, she like looks at him and he sees the bruised eye. No.
When you turn to look at him, he sees the big bulb on your head. He tries to hide it, but he fails. You all right?
Mystery continues becoming more mysterious, but I am in good spirits.
Good. He sits down at the table. If you want, we can cancel field operation if you wanted to make sure your safety here is secured first. We can prioritize setting up defenses and you guys can stay here.
Oh, please let us go outside.
Second that.
Sure, the field operation will be dangerous. To an extent, it's meant for the students to overtake certain tasks. If you think you're up for it still, then I'll go ahead and tell Vada you're still in.
Sora looks up and then looks to the group. Then just that confident smile comes back and she looks over to Mistafar. The man, the one who beat me up, kept saying I was not worthy. I think I am too young to be worthy in his eyes. But like any tree given time, I shall be tall and grand. I am ready.
Here to hear, Judith says as she takes a sip of her coffee. You will be ready.
Anyways, now to finally enjoy breakfast. So far, maybe later. Stands
Maybe
up.
just take it to go.
Yeah, he grabs a biscuit real quick and he lifts it up in the sky while he's using the same hand to say goodbye. Takes a bite and meet me at the arena. That's where you guys assembled the first day with the other classes. And you met all the teachers. We'll set out noon, so make sure you're prepared. We'll be traveling with Vata, but I'll send you off with your marching order. Good luck, everybody.
Is there a place that we can pick up some healing things and potions? Is there anything that just so we can, if it's a dangerous mission?
Well, every mission is dangerous, but this one should be on the easier side of things. But you'll each be rewarded payment for the mission completion, and then with your own money, you can always buy supplies.
Yeah, can we buy them? Like, where do we? Is there like a school store?
Oh, certainly.
Okay. Cool.
Things are a bit shaken up right now, so why don't you get a list together, give it to me, and I'll get you the supplies. Right now, the school's on a soft lockdown, I'll say.
We also have the 3 soul stones from the displacer that we bested, which could be possibly turned into common healing potions.
See? A rune warrior is mine. Usually we produce our own stuff and buy it when necessary. Anyways, he takes a bite of the biscuit. It's cold. I'm being called into the office, so see you guys noon.
Fucking Popeye's biscuit.
Well,
So yeah, remembering back to the potion, we have 3 of these stones. We need a 8 ounces of liquid, a glass vial, and someone needs to use either an alchemist or a brewer's supplies.
Give it here.
Oh, here you go. She'll give all 3 to Amrut.
I'll be back.
Don't blow yourself up.
Do we still have the one that we made in class, or is that gone by now?
If you didn't use it in the fight against the Darkling, certain they expire after 14 days. It's only been about 12.
14.
It's only been about 2.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
So, Emerald, as you do take the supplies and go off, are you going to attempt to craft them?
Yeah, I'll try and craft them in my room.
So we have till noon to get to the class. That's like 3 or 4 hours. So Amber, when you do get to the room, you can do your crafting checks to see how many potions you yield. Hopefully 3, 1 for each stone.
Hopefully so. Let me see.
That's 1 healing potion made. Nice.
2.
2 healing potions.
3.
All right, Emerald's got us
Hell
3
yeah.
potion of healing for the
Goddamn.
adventure.
Oh my god. Okay.
Welcome to Elder Earth, Judith, where we make a lot of the shit we're gonna use.
Fucking drops it going down the stairs.
Yeah, he just breaks all through. Oh no, what have I
got
done?
fuck. Here.
Any
Uses,
other? Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, he keeps one himself. He hands the 2 other ones out to whoever wants to take them. And that's
Sorry,
it.
we'll take one.
So if we had a couple hours, Phoenix would have like grabbed a biscuit and said, "I'll meet you guys there," and she would have taken off to go spend a little bit of time with Monty Mortis.
Heard. So you're gonna
Sora
go
was-
meet up with Monty, and what are the rest of you guys getting up to?
Sora is gonna zoom off and get ready. Maybe there'll be some time where she can hang out with Vada one-on-one before everyone arrives.
Lewis, after eating, would just head outside the door and just start running a couple laps around the manor. Just try to get his usual warm-up going. And as he's running, his mind starts to just go through a slight haze of sorts, as people tend to do whenever they've been running for a little bit. And in the back of his mind, a voice just seems to echo. Another day in which you couldn't do anything. Then he just kind of tries to shake off the voice and just continues.
And where are you right now?
Just around the manor. He's just walking around the perimeter.
See Sakura, she runs past you. She slaps your leg and she goes, "You're it." Takes off full speed. And by full speed, I mean 40 feet dashing, 20 feet when she's not dashing. So you're certainly way faster.
It takes a second for him to register what's going on, and he just has like a tired smile on his face. Alright. And just like, he starts running, but he doesn't like go into an all-out sprint. He like follows about like a solid 10 feet behind her the entire time and just keeps along with this as long as she's willing.
So as you're running, your shoulder gets grabbed the moment you break into a run, and you see Rama look at you. He tells you, "Beware the Shadow Walk."
Lewis's face just becomes sullen once more, and he just gives a slight nod.
And he yells, "Come on, Sakura. I'm taking you into town." All right. She runs by and she slaps your leg again. Now you're double tagged. Rama walks off of her.
He gives a slight smirk to her, just to show a slight amount of friendliness as they walk away, and his face just goes back to being its usual neutral self again. And he just tries to recollect on those words. Beware the shadow walkers.
You hear grumbling. It's really a laugh, but it fades fast from the dragon within you.
Gotta stay prepared. Focus. And just continues on with his training.
Any other preparations you guys are trying to make before we get to the noon class?
Judith had just she just made a nice tea and is sitting in her room waiting for any kind of response, but she's just passing the time. No big deal.
Okay.
I get some more ramarangs. No, I'm fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go.
Okay. Judith, no response comes through yet, but maybe later in the afternoon or next time we can get to a fireplace because we'll be out in the field. But each of you would eventually get to your class, unless one of you are delayed for whatever reason. Mr. Farr looks a little grumpy. You can see he probably didn't get to eat breakfast. All right. Brave face. And wait, Judith, did you still make a detailed list? Sorry if I might have missed that.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna make them. Yeah, I would have bought two healing potions.
Okay. Mr. Farr would have taken only 50 GP from you, went into town,
Okay.
and he would just came back with one.
Okay.
Supplies are short. Best people to
No
make
worries.
stuff like that.
Oh, the list of things. Phoenix would have asked if certain things were available. Where is that handout that she got in the mail?
It's
Probably in mail, huh?
Mhm.
And I don't know that he would have been able to find it. But we'll go with the 2 pieces of glass for now.
They give him 10 GP and he'll bring you back the glass shards.
Cool.
I don't know what you're up to, Phoenix, but I'm here for it.
Well, I need more than this, but this is the easy part to get.
Next up, plutonium.
Oh. So Mr. Farr looks around at all of you and he said, welcome. You're about to go on your first field operation for the primordial arts. Third year, Vada Kadam will be joining you on this quest. He shouldn't be accomplishing the entire mission for you. He's observing. Of course, in life and threatening situations, he will step in and fight as just the rest of you would. But ultimately, he is a mentor or a chaperone, whatever you want to call it. For your mission, you'll notice that each of you are going to get paid handsomely. Pretty good reward for being students at an academy. Now, I would give you a lengthy lesson on exactly what you'll be undertaking, but instead I'll give you these official school cards we get. Each of you can read it to yourselves.
Oh, love that art.
Does someone want to read out loud just so we have it on, one of you have it voiced? He volunteers.
mind.
If not, I'll read it. Okay, go furthest.
Lake Lamia. In the heart of the White Woods is Lamia's domain, a sacred place where dryads once danced. As of late, horrible darkness has seized control. Yet this is no Mouther, but something entirely different. Investigate the fate of the forest and restore it to its grace. Reward 100 gold each.
Any questions?
Any theories on what this darkness is?
About a year ago in the area, a Malder was slain. We believe that the energy it produced affected some of the local wildlife, turning them into more aggressive, darker sides of their usual selves. But more importantly, it's not a Malder, so your students should be able to handle it. This type of corruption or madness can happen sometimes when you deal with the Malder. It's something that you'll all come to know well. You will be destroying Malders over the course of your lives. You're some of the very few people who can. But that's just a theory. And that's another reason why you always have an upperclassman or teacher with you. If you're wrong, still get home in one piece.
Mm-hmm.
There are no guarantees in life, but we have scouted it and filled it as appropriate task. Now, White Woods. Put you guys on the world map. Holding in. Good for me.
Mine's up, I see. Yeah.
Mine is up.
I'll get my end.
Yep.
There you roll 20. Continuously low for me. There we go. Now it's looking nice. We take the path to the White Walk. Looks like it's going to be about a 7-day journey.
Holy shit.
Holy cow.
We'll have a cart take us there. We'll stop and rest and divine and then move out over there. But yeah, it's quite a journey for land travelers.
You see
Yeah.
Judith? You see Judith like wearing like her pack? You know, like, all right, let's do this. Nature. Let's go camping. Why
You like
not?
nature?
Never been.
You probably won't. But let's go find out.
Well, it helps to stay on path. I thought I would have a bit of fun going off the beaten road once or twice. That's why I may have spent so much of my year lost.
You
But
mean
it was-
364 days.
Well, it was more like 8 months, but rounded up to a year.
Hmm.
Lots of fun animals. A lot of not so fun ones wanted to eat me, but I tend to be faster to outrun them.
Judith is just writing these things down. Okay, be fast. Got it.
You all are traveling by cart. Is anyone proficient in animal handling or is Vada driving?
Sora's actually proficient.
Excellent. So you can take the reins. And as you do travel for the next 7 days, thing we do in my games that is what we use for overland travel, and it's called survival checks. I need a survival check from everyone, so you have the option of doing the animal handling check instead if it's better. Otherwise, survival still.
They're both the same. Animal handling since she's driving. She's not great with horses though.
So, well, it's a few
Lewis.
days rough travel. All right, did we get everybody? We missing one? Everybody's.
We have Vadas.
We'll roll for him.
I didn't roll for Jenkins, so.
No, only C's. That adds 14 to the total.
starts spouting Bear Grylls quotes.
How many other of you? 6?
5 plus, or 6 plus Vada. 6 including Vada.
Okay. Particularly dangerous environment. Leading up major cities in a beaten path, you get to the forest proper. Upon arriving, you don't get into any random encounters. You make it to the woods in 7 days. For some of you, you should take every consideration of your potions. A little bit different than other games. You'll have to track some of your inventory. They can expire. But more importantly, we do arrive at Lake Lamaya, probably a bit of an easier journey there than you may have expected. Let's move you all there. Oh, not you, mister. Sure, they want you to go, but you're not going.
Hey.
The place is beautiful. Some would say breathtaking. But there's one vein when you finally arrive deep into Lamaya's domain. A sickly scar protruding from a gate that is at least 30, 40 feet tall. Red energy pouring out of it and destroying the immediate terrain around it. But yet the beauty still fights back, refusing to be defined by this one mark that would have it be hard or ugly. Here you are, surrounded in a place, quite heavy grace, but darkness still remains. Maybe too much darkness still remains. Or unlimited darkness remains.
Shit.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, it's bright. It's so pretty.
They looked all the way to the north, and my description comes full circle.
Flip me and Vata here.
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
Oh, wow. I've seen some pretty places, but this is something else.
But who would have built this fence?
It's stairs.
Oh. Who built these stairs?
Yeah, it's one of those type of like strange 3D maps that looks really cool, but hard to figure out.
Oh, this is I got it. This is like a massive drop. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
okay.
descending into the valley. It's probably about a 25-foot drop.
It's okay. I'm just I'm a fool.
No, it's okay. I didn't ever think it was a fence, but I could see how someone could. By the way, Vada, unless spoken to, would not have talked 7 days. However, of course, we talked to him. He would have very fast conversations, or not be someone who could keep a conversation going. You know, people that like have like dead end answers. You like tell them a whole bunch of stuff, and they go, "Cool."
Like any teenager.
Yeah, I'd imagine Sora along the way was like kind of boasting at first when they were first traveling, showing off her bruises, and be like, yeah, he almost killed me too. He was quite powerful. And this, and this, and this.
Okay.
Oh, you're so cool.
He's just okay. He's the type of person, if you ask, should we go left or right? He just says, yes.
Well, we can either get a higher view from the left, or we can see what we can find on the ground level. From what I can see.
Arthur tells you all, I'll remain here. If trouble brews, I'll get it. Your task, if they're
Will do.
What does the forest? This is maybe a weird thing, but what does the forest sound like?
It is definitely quiet, save for the running water that's naturally occurring and spilling. I think that breaks the silence. But it would drive you crazy because this is the place that should have squirrels and birds and chirping and pleasantry in the air. But despite its beautifulness, it feels more like makeup covering a nasty discovery.
Got it.
It's odd for there to be a flag out here.
Was there an insignia on that flag? Or was it just a red flag? Okay.
Would Lewis have any information regarding this place?
It's possible we can do a history check to see if we can pull up Lamaya's lake nearby.
Got it. Decent amount.
Yeah, you've heard of this domain before. The Dryads used to use this a long time ago before they relocated to the domain of Sakura that we're all familiar with today. It was actually one of the prime locations for them originally, but things happened and they moved back closer to Zion's Garden. Other than that, it's supposed to be a sacred site. The fact that corruption could touch it would be truly concerning. It would have to be a powerful corruption.
We'll relay that information.
Don't wait up. I'm a little thirsty.
There's a door. There's a door here too.
Yeah, it looks like a little tiny alcove. You could see where it ends. You think that animals like wolves or bears might come into this place, kind of like a big dog house, and have these pre-made caves for them. The Dryads likely built through natural means so that they can hide out from the weather and storm, but they don't look like they're extravagant or intensive. Very short, simple by design.
We'll have to be careful so nothing pops out and scares you, okay?
Yes.
And say more than one word next time, okay?
I'll try.
Thank you. She walks.
The closer you get, you could start hearing like wailing coming from this hole, this massive door that's clearly some type of entrance, but the red aura spills. I would say the red aura kind of looks like smoke. Obviously, it's red smoke. Just as simple as you would see rise from a cigarette or when you puff. It looks ghastly, opposed to thick or solid nature.
Ooh. That looks ominous.
Does it seem like there's heat coming from it?
Oh, you'd have to get closer. From now, you just get an icky feeling.
I take a photo of everyone like behind, like low angle behind their back, seeing this massive hole. Or
Really happy you said that. When you take a photo, you could see in the photo there are creatures, and they look sad. They're like wisp-like bodies. They're humanoid in shape, but they don't have any physical traits to them, like save for the fact that their eyes look filled with sorrow and they lack a mouth and nose, and they're surrounding all your friends, and all of them are pointing at the chasm.
I'll say, hey, gang, hold on, look at this, Phoenix, look. I'll show you the photo. It's I assume it's the spirits from the forest.
So Phoenix looks at the picture and then looks around again. There's no faint shadows amongst us, like they're totally invisible to us.
Yeah. You did feel that icky aura. Sometimes you'd imagine you might be walking right through these creatures. They're certainly present, but they don't seem to be able to interact with you, at least not in a hostile manner.
It's unsettling. I wonder if we take care of whatever this thing is, if you take another photo, those things will look so sorrowful.
Yeah, I mean, they're all pointing in this direction, so maybe this is just the thing that's causing them pain.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do about that.
All the more reason to watch up.
Dude, there's something about that photo disturbing. I mean, I'd imagine most of what it described would easily give that description. But you physically taking that photo, how does it feel that you've captured something you probably have never done before, some type of invisible creature with photographia? And two, they seem to be specifically trying to signal you help them.
Yeah. Judith would feel sad. She's sad for these creatures and wanting to help. So, well, I hope they're benevolent, but they're pointing to go inside. Can you see anything in there?
I shall take a quicker look.
Oh, here, hold this real quick. And I cast light on an old quill, and I give it to you, so you can tuck it behind your ear.
All right.
As Sora's going up to the entrance there, I'm looking at these rocks. Are these like deformities? Are they symbols? Like what's going on there?
Some people might not notice it, but the moment you look down without a check needed, you can see that this one's shaped like a fish, this one like a snake, the other one is almost burnt out and able to be discerned. But yes, they're slightly engraved, little tiny dips in these large stone structures in the floor. Sorry, I'll give you advantage in your perception check since you have the light from Judith.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Goddamn.
You're able to see beyond it to an extent, to an eerie feeling deep in the chasm. It's certainly farther than you can normally see with dark vision, as it would with the light spell, it extends out to its full length, 40 feet deep with no end in sight.
Sora would cup her hands against her mouth and let out a hello to test the echo of the cave.
It echoes, but what's strange to you is it's your voice, but it echoes back something different. You just hear, run, 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 in your exact voice saying run.
Do we hear that too, or no?
Yeah, the once she did the echo thing, it came back and you all heard that.
Is it a warning for us to run, or something inside running in deeper away from us?
Sora only smiles. I do not run. I must be worthy. I will heal this wound. Me and my friends. We are coming in.
Huh? Oh, we're still going in. Okay.
When you get to the edge, you can feel the aura wrap around you, Sora. It doesn't hurt you, but you think traversing through this will be no easy feat. It's thin, but it's not a matter of physical strength, but what the smoke can do to you.
She looks back at Lewis. I feel like this is a moment that defines us, no?
I agree. We only need to take the first step, right?
She would look back and extend her hand out to Phoenix for her to hold if she wants to. Together.
Okay, I just like being towards the back. Crossbow needs some distance, but Jenkins will hold your hand.
I will hold Jenkins' hand.
Oh.
Together, Jenkins.
Jenkins, a point of order. Probably a bit concerning. Emra, the exact same aura that you misty stepped with the other night. Or the other night, I do mean last night. It's almost exactly the same as your blood like teleport.
All right, are we going inside?
Or what fence?
Are we sure you want to?
We will
Why
give
would
it a
it be?
job.
Why would we not, Emerald? This is the place that's causing this forest pain.
I mean, the last time we were told to go in some deep, dark place with minimal danger. What happened?
Oh yeah, no, I assume that there was all a lie or an oversight at some point. I understand that, but it doesn't mean that we still can't go inside and help.
If the same thing happens again, en route, we will have each other like we did last time.
Sure. Just keep your wits about you.
And we got Vada with us this time.
Correct.
Or what, friends?
When you go inside deeper, the aura challenges you, so I need a strength saving throw.
Oh,
Okay, I will use a point of inspiration for this one.
You don't get thrown back physically, but your mind does. As you hold your position, the rest of you see Sora is frozen in time. Sora, as your mind gets tossed back, you find yourself on the floor next to Judith. Let me make a copy of your token, and let's gray this one out. Certainly not the same. While you're here, when you stand up, you lack all physical characteristics except for your eyes. You have no mouth. Your body is grayed. And as you look around you, dozens, maybe even a few dozen other spirits like you are pointing to the aura sadly. You're no longer in your body. You're some type of astral projection of yourself.
Looking about, those golden eyes are just interested in everything that's happening in the moment, and she wants to go up close to one of these spirits and hold her hands out to it.
It grabs your hand and pulls you in for a hug. And it can't make any sounds, but how it's shaking and the way its face is on your shoulder, it's crying.
Sora would wrap her arms around it and just slowly soothe her hand up and down its head. She can't speak without a mouth, but she's just putting every bit of communication into comfort.
You see a set of yellow eyes glow by the entrance. But it's just a light reflected off of Jenkins passing into the veil from where you are. But your allies, you don't see them either. Only Judith is there. She doesn't see you, save when she's taking that.
We see Sora just standing in the doorway, right?
Almost hauntingly, hunched over, not fallen, quiet, standing still. Jenkins looks unaffected by the aura, though his eye sockets, which the lights are described, they're somehow shining in on the other side.
You alright? As he just places a hand on her shoulder.
Strength saving throw. You stand your ground, even maintain your spiritual body too. Both physically and spiritually, you maintain yourself. But you know something's wrong because you break into a rapid sweat. You could see that Sora, when you grab her shoulder, her head would tilt back, and where her eyes used to be is a black abyss. Nothing there. I would go as far as to say that her eye sockets are empty, because they are.
Noelle, what's going on?
Hey, House. Come on. He just shakes her a little bit more and realizing that she's out of it. Damn it. And takes her body and tries to step out of the portal.
You're able
I'll
to
try and pull it out as well.
The two of you are able to pull her out. Emery, you could almost feel needing to make the same save, but you weren't quite close enough. As you get Sora out, Jenkins again looks unaffected, but I probably wouldn't send him deeper into the abyss alone.
Say just peers into the darkness.
Something peers back, but there's no other information that follows.
Has Sora's condition changed at all?
No, but we're gonna go back to Sora. Sora, you notice that unlike all the others, you got to keep your badass hair. Your hair is formed onto this grayed body with no mouth, no nose. However, it looks like you never really had a nose, but that's a conversation for another day.
Carrying the spirit around kind of like a baby, she just kind of watches as everyone pulls her. Does she watch people pull her body back, or just see Judith only still?
While you're sitting there and interacting with these spirits, one of them runs at you fast. It's coming from down the cave. You can just hear the footsteps. They're running at you. Coming out of the cave right towards you. As it gets closer, you thought it was really far away because it was getting larger. Now it's about the size 10 feet, 12 feet, 13 feet. But you wake up and you're back in your body.
Something's coming.
What happened? What happened?
What?
No time. As
What
she
are
just
you?
reaches back and grabs her staff.
From what direction? Where?
Inside.
All right, everyone back up.
Phoenix will yell out, Jenkins, block.
And something massive steps out of the cave. Creature with two heads, a large wooden club, covered in this black smoky mist, teleports to the back line. And let's take a 10-minute break as an Etten has entered the frame.
Oh, what?
Oh shit.
Oi!
Nothing personal, kid.
What is an Etten?
You ready, creature?
I don't know.
All right, guys, let's take a quick 10-minute break. When we come back, we'll roll initiative and finish out the session strong. Good job, everybody, so far.
Awesome, I'll
Hell
be back.
yeah.
Look, dude. Be right back.
So I think I got my butt beat by Sun Wukong, I think.
Yeah.
Possibly.
He had cool artwork though.
Yeah, no, do you see those
Hell
abs?
yeah.
Goddamn.
Great cheese with those things.
Oh, I'm gonna go check if dinner is ready for me upstairs real quick.
Ooh, I'm gonna make a coffee.
Oh, by the way, Kanto, my treat was a coconut fried ice cream. It's really nice.
Ah, nice.
Really cool Mexican restaurant near our place. Servers are a lot of fun. I was like on my first drink and was getting my second one, and the waiter came over and looked, and there's like a smidgen of it left. He's like, "You better finish that up now." I was like, "Okay, yes, sir."
Y'all, I am at my mom's right now, and her husband's love language is food. There is like cookies and brownies and peach cobbler and apple pie and all kinds of good stuff at my disposal.
Oh man.
Nice.
That photographia spell, wow.
Really nice when you need evidence on the fly.
You know,
All right, I'm back.
I was just talking about your photographia spell, like, wowzers.
I love it.
We become ghost hunters.
Yeah. I can't remember what subclass is Amroot again? I don't think he's back. Maybe he's not back yet.
Possibly. Yeah.
Hey, Bissian, when you were doing that, the thing when that voice was talking to you, is that, is that the voice of that dragon, or do you not want to say it? I don't know if that was, if you're doing kind of both parts there, or you don't have to say it, obviously, but
We'll have to say.
again, you guys.
Yeah, I find it funny. I kind of feel like Phoenix was being looked at, like, what's up with her in the Shadow Rune, and he overhears Amrit freaking leaving blood lakes behind in other people's rooms, and Lewis is oozing darkness, like.
That's true, but Phoenix finally broke and gave Judith
Oh, she was
lead,
writing
so-
that. She didn't say that out loud. She was writing it down.
Oh, I thought you said when we were talking, she like had a whole like reaction.
Oh, to the
The dream thing.
yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I love this part of the campaigns. Sitting here like guessing what everybody's backstory has in it, like, it's so much fun.
Hell yeah. Gives a lot of time to explore on things.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily need insane stuff to happen all the time in order to build up your character. Just something completely generic already says a lot.
Thanks. I feel like that was a shot at me, but I'll take it in stride.
No, I meant like in
I'm just
the
kidding. I'm
story,
just kidding.
like-
I'm just kidding.
No, don't think you're safe. Sakura had no tragedy in her backstory whatsoever, and she had the most well, not the most tragic, but a pretty darn tragic story in the campaign. So you ain't safe, Judith.
We'll have to see what happens. A lot of things could happen out on the field. What?
Oh, I loved it.
What was that?
What's up?
Heard somebody sound like a phone ring saying somebody's calling.
Oh, I thought it would sound like an anime.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Oh, that could have been. I'm currently programming something. The sound went off. My bad.
I see. Yeah, no worries,
A
man.
2-minute heads up, so if you get into the bathroom, grab a drink, do so. We return to play in 2 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Real quick. Phoenix.
Food in my mouth, sorry.
Emerald. There's one missing. Lewis.
Hi.
I was muted. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's okay, he's here. Judith.
Just supposed to be right back before you came back.
Sora.
I am here.
All right, nobody go anywhere. We will. I'll script you guys into initiative so we can get that out of the way.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, that thing's horrifying.
Did
God,
you
that
know
horror
that?
effect's so cool.
Need to move it real quick though. So it doesn't wind up in the initiative. So you're the first to act. Maybe because of your shadow warning, you were able to be more prepared. Whatever the case is, it was yours. You see this large, two-headed creature stare you down. It opens its mouth and lets out a scream that shakes the foundation around you. Oh yeah, I'm doing that now.
Right. Sora's gonna go into a run. As she gets past Vada, she'll throw one dart at it as she goes. Oh, hold on. It's right there. And one dart as she goes by. Funny.
It hits.
Okay. For 4 piercing, and then
Before you do anything else, as it hits the creature, projectile hits you in the shoulder for 4 damage, as the shadowy aura around it repels it.
ooh, is this something that I can deflect missiles with?
Yeah, you certainly can.
I will reaction deflect missiles. Let's see. 1d10.
Your dex modding and levels enough to get reduce.
Kind of like a back and forth. She grabs it, and then seeing that this thing is reflective in nature, she's gonna try and take some time to spend a point for patient defense, and that'll be it.
Vada pulls out his 2 blades. First attack he commits to the aura just to test it out. See what's going to happen. Sheet of already done it.
He's jumping in already. That's not a good sign.
Takes a swing at the aura and it is successful as he cuts into it. Area. Didn't give you much other information, but he takes a second attack against you. And he starts cutting, and you just see the barrier is like physically getting destroyed. It's regenerating, but Vada just goes, quickly. And the enemy took that personal. Take your personal, kid, but anyways. You see that it just teleports with the aura right behind Sora.
Oh damn!
As it teleports, it grumbles. And the one on the left head says, "Oh, the burial, brother." The battle axe comes down next to you, missing you, slamming into the ground, followed up by a morning star. 26, I'm sure hits.
It does.
Give me a strength saving throw as its insane strength tumbles you backwards. You're able to just withstand the blow, maybe having to prove something, but it's still 15 piercing from the morning star.
Youch.
Crashes into your body, you brace for impact. The Shadow Etten says, "This one is strong, brother. Food for the burial, brother."
Shit. Today's not been your day. And he'll run up to, next to Sora. Ooh, 30. He's gonna attack.
I go straight for the creature or the barrier?
For the barrier.
Alright, you attack the barrier. And you can see that it's like you're cutting through veins as like black ichor pours out of it. Like it's bleeding, the barrier is bleeding.
So 14 hit the barrier.
It does. Continue to bleed the barrier. It seems to have no interaction with melee attacks, and as you cutting into it, well, defensively, we saw it deflect the projectile.
Gotcha. But you probably don't want to get close to him, do you? We're gonna find out.
Phoenix.
Seeing that reflective projectile is probably not a good idea for me to use a crossbow right now, but poor Sora has been through so much crap, and Phoenix is feeling a little protective over her, so she's going to reach into her pouch and take out a little sphere that she's going to toss and roll along the ground to come right underneath Sora's likely moving fast feet. But it opens up and just you feel this magical wave come from beneath you. We are casting heroism on you.
Ooh.
So you gain temporary hit points equal to my spell casting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns, which isn't a whole lot right now, but that's 3 temp HP.
Now, do you have the ability to do this at range, or do you have to touch them?
Oh shoot, touch. That's right. Let's see. 5,
You'd
10.
be concerned
I could
about.
still do that.
You'd be
Yeah.
concerned about. Well, I mean, like disengaging. You think the creature might be able to reach you at 10 feet.
May I use my bonus action, have Jenkins move up and get his butt up here in the action?
Sure, sure.
Let's do this. He's going to have to use his dash, though, because he only has 40 feet.
Pretty impressive, only 40 feet.
Well, yeah, I mean, way better than
Honestly.
Phoenix. And so while Jenkins is running in, Phoenix is going to take her chances, come in behind Sora, lay that ball underneath her, repeat that, and then she will go to move away. That's 5, 10, 15. She only has 25 feet though. So if it tries to do an opportunity attack on her, Jenkins will use his reaction to deflect attack.
Okay, it doesn't.
All right. So you still have heroism. Phoenix is on the side, EOT.
All right. Lewis, seeing this thing teleport, just like grits his teeth a bit as he starts to reposition himself. When he gets into position, he just drops his sword on the ground. God damn it, where the hell is magic got to be so annoying? Pulls out a hand axe and just tosses it at the shield. E.
Gets deflected.
All right. Do I take the damage?
No. It needs to be a number
Okay.
that can hit your armor class.
Making sure. It just flies off onto the side.
Judith is going to say, okay, here we go. And she pulls out a notebook. It has like some straps on it, and she pulls it around to where like it's on her front. And in Goblin, she goes, and begin. And the red quill that's in her hand leaves from her hand and starts writing and starts going onto the page that's on her waist. And it is going to record everything that she says throughout this battle, because now she has a great way to document shit. That's her bonus action. And then, as an action, I will, or my movement, 5, 10, 15, 20. Every time someone's thrown or shot something at him has it's come back, right?
Yeah, it always deflects, so it doesn't always hit you. It depends on how well you roll against.
Okay. Man. I'm kind of taken off the battlefield here. I'm sorry, but I don't have anything that's not range or a good spell like this, so I'm just going to come back and just take a really epic fucking photo of them.
Okay, you didn't use the action to photographia?
Yep.
When you take photographia, you can see all the spirits around you, Judith, pointing at the symbols on the floor.
At the ones that I'm standing on?
Yep.
Okay.
The 3 major archstones on the floor.
Okay. I'll just say the spirits are telling us to do something with the symbols on the floor. Figure it out. And That'll be EOT. I'm gonna take a step off the symbol then, actually.
Sora.
Sora will spend a key point to do Step of the Wind to disengage. Hearing that Judith is saying there's something to do with the symbols, she's going to move behind Lewis and get onto the whale one, or the fish looking one. Well, hopefully we figure out soon. And as she gets to there, she will clench her fists as the tattoos on her arms begin to glow that golden light. She'll use her main action to do Brilliant Beam to try and get some health back. See, 3 shots, aiming all at the barrier. $17.
17 hits the barrier.
Okay. For 7 radiant. Let's see. Need to check something.
You guys notice that the radiant does not deflect back on.
Oh.
Oh, I have to hit a creature to get healed from it, but that's fine. And then second beam. 3 for another 7 radiant. And then the last beam with a 10.
10 is the armor class of the
Yeah.
barrier.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're good, Lewis.
For 9 more radiant.
And that's what you needed to down his shield.
Let there be light. EOT.
Bowser just dashes in, spins, leaps into the air. Looks like he's dancing. He hits him the first time of this acrobatic feat, stabbing him in his shoulder in an impressive large 15 feet high leap, dealing 5 additional damage and 6 for 11. But then as he goes to do a second swat, creature lifts up its battle axe and swats Vada over here. He falls to his feet, much like a cat, how acrobatic he is, stands up and braces for combat. That combat will arrive now. All food for the burial, brother. Yes, indeed. And you see him open his mouth and he starts yelling. And he goes quiet for a moment as he prepares his weapons, but in the distance you can hear several sounds of other shadow ettins making their way here. You could see this one right here. Can you see this one, or is it just on the layer?
I see it.
It hasn't arrived yet, but you could see shadows spewing, and it's beginning to form out of what appears to be some type of black mist filled with blood. And lifts up his weapon and swings at Vada twice. Vada avoids the battle axe. The Morning Star catches him off guard, hitting him for 10 piercing. The strength saving throw. But he stands his ground, knowing that it's his job to protect you and that these shadow ettins are no joke. And he points to the one that's forming in the room. Food for the burial, brother. Yes.
All right.
And that's when the echo comes back. Run, 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 run. Sora's voice yet again from within the cavern.
Gotcha. So we should probably get the fuck out of here, guys. And did that second one also come from the cave as well, from the opening?
No, nothing else just came out of the cave. It's not here yet. It's still forming. It looks like it's forming in the ground, but you can hear stampeding throughout the forest. Others came when they made that battle cry, or not came, but they're on their way.
Mm.
But you do think that the one that's still forming is extraordinarily vulnerable in this state, so the others are coming physically.
Sorry, it's a lot of shit right now.
And despite this guy getting hit, he's still pretty green.
I'm gonna take this one. Try and take this one off the board since it's vulnerable. I'm gonna splash step over to it. Attack. So almost like a mist, he'll evaporate and then appear over here. Then he'll try and stab into this one.
Single drop of blood falls in your mist, though hardly noticeable to the untrained eye. Wait, which one are you stabbing?
The one coming out of the mold here.
Hey, did you move or
What?
is it
He
not?
misty stepped or whatever.
But is
Yeah,
you standing? Are you
splash.
standing right here, or did you walk somewhere?
He's still like.
Oh, is it like a
Well,
Like an
you're like
incline?
15
On the-
feet away from
on the
him.
right there?
Aren't you making a melee attack?
I think he was attacking the mist, the pink mist. But this is the guy who's coming back, who's filling in, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see him right here. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's weird. I'll move the bad guy one square and
Nice.
see. Did it fix for you?
Yeah. Okay. Whoa.
It-
All right.
He's right
Ah.
next to Judith.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that's the longest every time you see.
I was about to say,
Yeah. No one I fucking missed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that one you swung in the air. That's like a warning shot.
That was a warning. No. That's my turn.
Yeah. Well, give me one more roll because I know you would have attacked closer. While it's forming, it's essentially prone, so you did have advantage.
Oh, okay.
I just couldn't figure out what you were doing because you were all fuck off. Like, what, dude, who's this guy attacking?
What is he thinking?
Did he attack this guy and then teleport? But anyways, you do slice into it, dealing 10 damage instead of 5.
Okay.
They seem vulnerable while they're forming. Phoenix, you're up.
What do you mean, figure it out, Judith? Your shadows we're not mind readers. She's going to quickly look around and see if she can find anything else that's shaped like a fish or a snake or whatever symbols are on these pedestals to see if we're supposed to put a puzzle together or...
Investigation. It's strange. You think that it has something to do with what happened to Sora earlier, and only from that side can you solve this puzzle. Right now, you're just flesh bags for the burial.
Well, given she said your shadow friends need to know we're not mind readers, we're just gonna leave it at that. Seeing this shadowette and appearing in front of them, materializing, she will try to take a shot at it.
This the one that's materializing.
Yeah, that Amrit's next to.
While it's prone, you would have disadvantage. I'm not sure if you have a melee option.
Oh, that's right. Can I just say I did the shadowette and that Jenkins is by?
Say again?
Well, can we have her take aim at the one that Jenkins
Sure,
is by
that works.
instead? I don't know if 16 hits.
It does.
A whopping 8. And Jenkins is going to move a little closer to Vada, and I'll use the help action. But so Jenkins is like trying to get in the Ettin's way and stop the Ettin from deflecting any of Vada's attacks.
Heard. Lewis.
Is the information regarding having to go through the portal relayed to us?
Phoenix.
Oh, God, yeah. She probably would have set out. We can't solve this on our side of things. We need to solve it on the shadow side.
Yep. Okay. What are my chances at actually being able to pull this off, and how confident is Lewis in it? Not very good when it comes to that type of factor. Alright, he's gonna just run on over to here and just try to swing at the one that's starting to form.
It's not a bad choice, especially since in your mind something eerie comes back to you. Avoid the shadow walkers. It might not be safe for you to step into that shadow realm.
Ah.
Not that you have a shadow. Not that you have a shadow that's in that realm. Who knows? Go ahead. You have advantage.
All right. Actually, I'm going to take that position. Okay, advantage on the swing. Shbloom. 19.
Yeah, certainly.
All right.
You do dueling applies 16 damage.
Yep. Ooh, hefty.
Judith Bloom.
Oh, classic being muted. Okay. Shit. Alright. Who knows? This is... would I assume that this thing could take an attack at me if I moved out of the way?
You don't think it can since it doesn't have any arms and stuff formed yet.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. How close is this? Pretty far. How far did Sora get in there? Like, out here somewhere? She got pretty deep in there, right?
Like here. Somewhere, this darker section you see, that's where it starts.
Okay. I will start to move that way. Say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But as I get over there, I say Sora, do your best. I know you can. And I will bardic inspire you. A bonus action. But I am going to, after I say that to Sora, I'm going to say, excuse me, Shadow Beast. Don't you know we are here to oversee the burial? Stop this fight at once, and let's not get things going before things get too dangerous for you and your brothers.
They don't comment.
Can I persuade at all? Like, I'm an eloquence bard. All I really know is to speak.
Oh, yeah, but that doesn't always matter because unless it's magical, these creatures don't look like you can just hit them.
Okay. Okay. That was my action.
Were you? Well, are you gonna? You want a vicious mockery or something them instead?
I don't have vicious. I was just going to Okay, it's okay.
Oh,
I
you
will.
just said all you can do is speak. You'd think you'd be speaking the vicious mockeries.
No, I didn't. I didn't take that spell. Okay, well then I will. I say that I get no response. I'm like, "Ugh, fucking beasts, and I'll action dash.
I guess a big thing you would notice from how they're speaking, they're not exactly logical or normal creatures.
But they were speaking common though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's all good.
Or are you just running in there?
Yeah, she said to go in there to.
Do you want to fail your strength saving throw? I'm imagining
Yes.
you're just embracing it, right?
Yeah, I'm going to embrace the darkness like every light rune should.
All right, as you embrace the darkness, you find yourself in that empty abyss and you see the hundreds of other shadow creatures. And that's what you notice something interesting. One of the shadow creatures is on the floor and its body's expanding and turning into this. It's what's becoming this shadow egg. And you can see the others are all on the floor and they're starting the process but are nowhere near as far along.
Sons of bitches.
There's
Do I-
possible dozens of these shadow ends that could appear soon.
Okay, that was my. I think I still have like a little bit of movement left, but so can I just kind of move out as my ghostly spirit self?
Yeah, you can continue whatever movement you have left over.
I was kind of. I'll come over here and I'll try to. What if I touch the stone? Does it do anything?
Oh, certainly. Once you touch the stone, it begins to glow and it checks you, and your rune doesn't register for it. This is a wind rune you're standing on.
Oh. Wait, what was before this guy got on that one?
A snake, earth rune,
Okay, got it.
fish, a water rune.
A fire. Oh, sorry.
Judith, without having a mouth for the first time, hates it, but something was interesting there.
Sora's going to buy Judith some time in her head and going to come in to attack the shadow end that Amrot and Lewis are on top of.
Crazy.
Take a swing with her staff first.
Remember, you have advantage because it's prone.
Oh, true.
It's
21. For 4 bludgeoning.
8 feet.
And then we'll do a bonus action offhand.
Remember, it's advantage.
Yep. One more.
You checked it. I mean, they don't have high AC. Oh, yeah, 13 hits.
Okay. For another 8. 5 movement there, and then going to start moving towards it, close to the gate to try and see if Judith is coming along at all, and that'll be EOT.
Bada touches Jenkins, teleporting next to this creature as a bonus action while also doing Thunderstep onto the other Shadow Etten, and he swings down 2 blade attacks at advantage towards the one that's formed.
Yeah, he's
12 fails, so the one that's over here takes 23 thunder or lightning, and this Vada over here, this is only a bonus action of his rune power, gonna take 2 weapon attacks at advantage. Down at advantage, 16 will hit. Both of these are gonna double the damage, so 14 and 10 for 24 damage. As he slides in with his lightning, and Jenkins stands up, delivering the double slash, and then uses the rest of his movement to get over here. Because he didn't actually use any movement to teleport. He stands in front of Phoenix so that this Etten doesn't get any ideas to attack her. All that with electric spilling off of his body. And he just goes. All for the burial. Brother. Yes, brother. You see a battle axe and a morning star come out. Vada dodges the morning star, but the battle axe hits him really hard for 13 damage. Strength saving throw, he goes tumbling and rolling over here. And he tries to stand up, but as you think he might have fractured a bone. Shadow Atom looks down at you, Phoenix. Food for the burial. And then this one fully forms. It'll take its turn right now. As it fully forms, it is going to make a weapon attack against random targets. So I'm going to do D2. 2 attacks, so 2D3. Both of these attacks are going to be onto Amra, because top, down, left, right, you know the drill.
Lay it on me.
Amra, a 10 misses you. Go ahead, Phoenix.
I think Jenkins will use his deflect attack reaction for one of them.
Okay. I'll have it be the second one, since I already, before you spoke, I already said the first was a miss. The second one is a critical hit, but it'll be turned into a regular hit against you. Take 11 slashing on your strength saving throw.
All right.
Hate him because he cleans up your mess, but love him because he helps you not get crit.
Is there a difference with strength?
Oh, you did say strength. Fuck.
But what's the different modifier? Is it more? Is it less?
Strength is actually worse, Falcon.
Okay, so what is it? Would it be like 11 or 12? Because you're actually like almost spot on the DCs.
It would be 11.
Okay, so yeah, you would get knocked back. You get knocked. You're prone next to that. But
as he's about to get knocked back, Lewis notices just the tremendous amount of force, and he just like tries to swing his sword up to like graze the handle to try to give Emret a little bit more room. Aaron's excellence.
I roll again, Emret.
Ooh. Y'all love me.
Yeah, love me. It's knocked back still.
Yep.
Well, was worth a shot.
Well, yeah. So you get knocked back
Appreciate y'all.
and you fall prone, and then this creature begins his advance. He takes a single space forward. Food for the burial, brother. They just keep saying the same thing like a broken record.
That's his turn. I'm kidding. He's gonna stand up. He's still in it. He's gonna head back. He's fighting. He'll swing the
God.
scimitar. Not bad.
He cut into his leg. Blood spills out of it. He wants to say meat's back on the menu, but he doesn't.
And he'll stab into him with the dagger.
That hits well. So, what are you? You a rogue?
He's a blood hunter.
Do they get the modifier on their offhand? Do you have fighting style for that, or?
I believe he has. I think he does. Let me see. Yeah.
Okay, yep, good. Making sure I wasn't sure. I thought you were a rogue for a second. Got your blood hunter. You deal 5 more damage to this one. This one looks like he's almost on his way out the door, but just as you look back to Vada with an approving nod, you see another one begins to form. He's in a pile of ooze.
Fuck.
Things are getting out of hand fast, Phoenix. What do you do?
Yeah, since the last turn I realized Phoenix totally would have just said like fuck it, ran into the cave, but I don't want to metagame here in that Judith saw that these things belong to runes. With her the time since my last turn, can I roll for something to see if she would figure out that these symbols all go with the rune?
Certainly, the runes are very spiritual in nature. It'd be a religion check to recognize these as runic marks.
Gotcha. Probably not. So she's going to cast Expeditious Retreat on herself. Sorry, Sora, you lose heroism.
Okay.
And so she is going to dash for that cave. Judith went in by herself, and Phoenix is like, fuck it, I'm all about the shadow. And she will go off that direction, so she'll get 50 feet. Which is to there. Don't know if she's close enough to it. And Jenkins will just come closer to help protect Emmerich. Again, a help action to get in the Shadow Ettin's way if it tries to attack Emmerich again.
Heard. Lewis, this is bad.
Yeah, this is not looking good. Okay, I need to create a little bit of room for thought also. Lewis is going to position himself a little bit closer. Okay, I'm gonna do a voluntary wisdom save here. At this point, I'm figuring you guys understand why. So... damn it. He doesn't have any control over this thing. Falcon, would you roll that activates his Shadow Rune or no? Considering the situation.
It's tough. I mean, 18's a pretty good save.
Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. Lewis wouldn't want to activate this thing, but as a player, I'm trying to, so... I'll say that if he ever rolls below a 13, that's when it'll activate.
Sure.
So, going for the swing on it. 19.
Yep, you hit it.
Alright. That's what I got for the time being.
The blood splatter like frozen in the air.
Not for me.
Seemed to process fine.
Judith is going to run back to her body. 5 and 15.
Okay, you're running back to your body. Okay, when you get to your body, you immediately return back. Let me delete this second. You immediately return back into the world.
Okay. I'll turn around and say, quick! The spirits are turning into these ents. That is a wind rune. That's a water rune. That's a wind rune that you're on, and then this is an earth rune. Fuck, we don't have any earth rune users. That's all I got so far, and I'll go deeper into the cave.
Do we do something? Hey!
Oh yeah.
Before you run back in, Lewis just yells, find a replacement.
Yeah, I'll say, is anyone stand? Like, I'll say, I don't know, stand on it, touch it, do something, or maybe come into the shadow world and then touch it here.
Okay, stop yelling at me.
And then I'm going to step back into the cave. Do I go back into the shadow thing or no?
Yep. Unless you're resisting the effect. If you successfully resist, you might be able to get deeper into the cave. But do you want to go back to the spirit realm is the real question.
I want to get deeper into the cave.
So then make this strength save to resist the effects and power through.
Okay, I'll use one of the recap inspos. Strength.
Oh, Jesus. You're actually surprisingly close, but that's not enough.
Damn.
You don't get thrown back physically, but you are spiritually placed back in the round.
Okay. I will spiritually go deeper in 15 feet.
You run deeper in, but you're not able to traverse the void.
It's like I'm hitting like a wall or something, or
Like a horror movie, like it looks like the hall is stretching, is like you're making no distance, but you are still progressing.
God, I wish I could take a photo of this, I think to myself. Okay. Then all right, then I turn back around and run back to my body.
All right, you can only return to your body once a turn, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Okay. I can't do any kind of spells or anything in here, right?
In the spirit realm, it's tough because you don't have your focuses, you don't have your equipment. You're not necessarily naked. Obviously, you don't have any characteristics, so you don't have like the requirements to do most of your spells. You can do verbal spells probably.
Could I do a somatic if it's a I want to do firebolt, but it comes from me being an elf.
I would say that it's possible. Only one way to find out is to try.
All right, cool. I'll try it. I'll try to hit. I guess this one, because this one's laying down, right? I see this spirit thing laying down.
Well, this is the only one laying down. It's forming. The other one's a form.
Oh, sorry. Then I'll hit this one. Okay. Ooh.
Your firebolt hits the target, and it catches a blaze. And as it catches the blaze, it eventually dies out. Seems unaffected in this.
Okay. I'm shooting ghost fire. Okay, DOT.
The rest of you see the shadow Etten for a while, and you're probably freaking out because it bursts into fire, but then it like harmlessly disappears. But it has like steam rising off its body. It looks quite badass, and obviously you're not processing Judith did that, so it looks like it just fucking powered up or some shit.
Shit.
Crap.
Stage 2. No.
It's gonna blow.
Please no.
In reality, a buff game, you don't think it's actually getting any power up, but it looks pretty badass to your characters.
Yeah.
Sora looks back and forth from where Judith went in, and then there's some weird magic happening here, and then the shadow realm. She's like, okay. She's gonna take her common healing potion and drink that as her bonus. Oh, thank God.
Oh, nice.
A nice one.
Solid.
Isn't that 2 days in a row where you just got a max potion?
Yeah, 2 days.
Was that mine?
No, and then you gotta run into the shadows.
Damn.
I'm gonna purposely push myself through it.
Okay, you are now in the realm. Instead of making doubles constantly, I'm putting the symbol on, mirror image symbol, just so you know that you're in the spirit realm. So yeah, you're here, and you could see that, well, you can see that one's wind for sure.
Okay. I have enough movement to still get there. I mean, I would have to look to Judith first to get an idea of what's happening. She can't talk to me, but I'm gonna try and gauge something based off whatever gestures they're doing.
Can I point?
Yeah, certainly, of course.
I point to the wind rune.
Sora will run and slap her hand on the wind rune.
It begins to glow, and you see the other shadows that haven't turned. You don't think these creatures turning are your enemies, which brings you back to earlier that they're not exactly reasonable creatures. They seem to try to help you, because they're pointing at the other symbols now. So you're getting the idea that all 3 of these beacons need to be lit. And you've lit in yours, but still 2 more to go. And unfortunately, you don't have an earth rune. Maybe 2 will suffice?
I don't know. We only have... The only person left is... hopefully can get here in time. She's gonna stand here keeping the beacon lit. And main action will dodge for now.
Vata swings his blades underhand and jumps over Lewis's head and does a double slice down. But the creature's prepared for his tactics, or so the creature thought. Both of these attacks land.
Oh.
He falls the beast. A lot of fool of tricks, proving why he's the top of his class. He follows the first shadow and he says to you, cannot hold off for long. Most he's ever said in one sentence. A reference, he's strong, but these creatures are equally as powerful, if not far more powerful individually than he is.
Agreed.
More food. For the burial, brother. This one challenges Vata. Vata braces as it comes down with 2 slashes. The first one misses, but the Morning Star connects. He's always getting hit for that Morning Star. 13 damage. And this one fully forms. And as Vata gets hit for that, a strength saving throw, he braces and stands his ground. This one forms and begins walking over and looks at Jenkins. Says the same line that I'll spare you from.
Jenkins is a little crunchy.
He slams both the battle axe and Morningstar will connect at 19 and 21 for 8 slashing and 15 piercing.
Wow, he's down.
Tears into Jenkins. His final words. Jenkins. Jenkins. And then the creatures look to each other. Food for the burial, brother. Sorry, I had to do it again.
Did they also get any visual cue when this thing lit up, or is it still static for them?
I was just about to ask that, yeah. Is that lighting up for us?
For the Rune Warriors, you would see a faint aura, a gust of wind forming here.
Gotcha. And then Sora's actually still in there, right? I see both her and
Judith and Sora bodies are standing stagnant in the cave, yeah.
Gotcha. That's 2 and 2. We're ready to go. I'm gonna get smacked. That's okay. He's gonna just to make sure I got my action economy correct. I can drink a potion with the bonus action, correct, Falcon?
That is true.
Okay. I'll do that real quick. That's the correct one? Just number 44? Yeah.
A common is
Oh, what the hell? Oh, you would just knock off those. You would just knock off those last 2 dice. So it's 4 plus 2, you get 6 hit points.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Fucking guild, sorry. I was like, wait a minute. Anyway.
Hold up, wait a minute.
So I did that because I know I'm about to get smacked in the face. Probably. I'm gonna run over there.
Oh, you were correct. He does slice you in the back. Holy crap. Almost max damage. Not a crit, but he almost max damage you for 20 slashing. Jesus.
Oh.
I love when the stream catches stuff like this. How many hit points do you have, Amber?
Just one.
Lol.
Holy shit.
Where am I? What was that? 20 movement? What's that? 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. And I'm gonna use my action to dash to get further within. This is good enough, or I have to go a little bit
One
further?
more space.
15.
All right, and I'm assuming you willingly, obviously.
Yes, sir.
All right, you find yourself in the realm, and you could see the water rune immediately call for you. A fish begins swimming above it, a large fish, waiting for you to step on its presence.
We'll start limping. We'll start limping over there.
Well, it's been explained what those need, and Phoenix is no Earth Rune. Could she look around real quick? Because there's other things that have symbols on them that we passed earlier. Do any of their symbols match with the Shadow Rune?
Fortunately, not in this valley. But Phoenix, you give me another religion check.
take my inspiration. My last
Cool.
one.
Oh, delicious. I needed a 15 to give me a 17. Thank you, Sora. Thank you, Phoenix. So here's the awesome thing about being Shadow. While you're in the Shadow realm, you're pretty much the wild card. You could fulfill any of these one, meaning you're the only one who could fulfill Earth.
So I'm
So
gonna say
cool.
she doesn't necessarily know that, but given she is a shadow rune and we're dealing with shadow stuff, she's like that's the only thing she has to go with. And poor Jenkins is laying down, but it takes her a minute to mend him. So yep, she's going to continue as she was doing before, just hoping that this will pay off.
Yeah,
Snakes are shadow.
they are technically kind of, yes, but it's Earther.
So that's 20 feet. Does that get her far enough to
Yep.
fail her save?
Yeah, you entered the Shadow realm.
Now, question is, I didn't think this through. Does Expeditious Retreat remain on her? Because it's concentration.
It's you can concentrate. Now you're not able to up a new spell in there, but yeah, it would remain.
Okay, cool. Then she will use her bonus action to dash. Unfortunately, that's as far as her short little legs get her.
I just picturing the battlefield, Lewis, you and Vada are back to back as the rest are trying to activate the runes.
Yeah, effectively. As Lewis just like takes out his the potion that was given to him and just like hands it over to Vada. Probably gonna need this. As
Yes.
he swings the rest of his motion and stabs into the weakened Shadow Ant.
Nice, a good cut.
Solid. Okay, I'm going to roll wisdom to see whether or not it activates. Thank the gods, as a player at least. As the tissue around his mechanical arm starts to act up on him. It's like, God damn it, not again. As it goes into offense. It's gonna last me 2 rounds, and it can make an attack against the one that's weakened.
Nice.
No dueling on it.
No dueling, right? Or does it apply dueling?
Nope. No
Okay.
dueling.
Question.
So just 2 necro.
Since Phoenix is currently in a shadow realm and Lewis's shadow ability is going off right now, does that look different from this side of things?
That's actually a great point. The rest of your allies outside, you don't really see them, but Lewis, where he should be standing, instead is a draconic creature, albeit really small in his exact positioning. Is the only thing here that has physical characteristics, and the fact that it has wings, a tail, but it's still not detailed.
Yeah, she's headed that direction, so yeah. Woo.
Alright. And with that, that's my turn.
Judith Bloom reporting live.
Right. Judith is going to come back into the real world there. And she kind of looks around and sees what's happening. Okay, something's happening with Sora's rune. Okay. Fuck. Amroot. I'm going to... I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm just going to say... You... Amroot fought... Amroot continues to fight through with great courage, even when it costs his own life. And I will bonus action healing word him. It's not a lot. Does it work?
Who are you hitting?
Amroot?
Yes.
Great. And then I will say... And then I'm going to turn around and...
Wait. You can't target him. You don't see him.
I can. It's his body, or it's.
Oh
hold on.
yeah. You know what? That makes sense. Because I stopped doing the double freaking tokens, I'm thinking he's only in the spirit realm.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I will do that, and then, just so I can be kind of useful to my party, I will face the shadow hidden over there and shoot a firebolt at it. With little finger gun action. Fuck.
Which one were you targeting? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it was this one. I'll just say, far and I'll just say, double check. Yeah, Inferno, you are testing me today. And then I will turn around and run into this fucking deeper into this cave. I am determined to get into this cave.
You know the save. A cigar. Unfortunately, back in the spear, bro.
Oh,
But now I turn around and I can see this. I see this dragon thing, right?
Yeah, you can see once he pulled out that shadow, the dragon kind of looms where he should be standing.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I just look at it and wonder. Huh. EOT.
I need to stay here to keep the beacon lit, I think. But I need to help people get to their things.
Yeah, you think it's going to be an action to activate it, the beacon.
Okay, so I will continue to hold my action to activate the beacon alongside Phoenix.
Okay, you still have a bonus action potentially. I'm not sure if you can want to use a bonus for it.
I see this Etten beginning to form next to me, and rune powers seem to affect this place, so she's gonna try and disrupt it from as much as she can while still holding her action, and will use her bonus action Thunder Leap to try and disrupt its ability to form.
Okay, I owe you a concert. I get an 8, so I fail. When you do that and it's forming, so one, it's vulnerable because it's forming. And now vulnerabilities are not really supposed to stack, but whatever. When you thunder it, they're also vulnerable to the rune damage while forming. So it's times 3 the damage.
Yeah. 3 times.
Is that 9, 18, 20s? I'm stupid. What is it?
You're right.
Okay, come on. Hold on. I know math? No. Too much D&D.
Coming into a flipping landing position and holding her hands to the beacon to get ready to activate it.
About to down the potion. Even heavy, but he's been pulling his weight for sure.
oh yeah.
Yeah, goes into the attack, and with you there, he's got his pack tactic.
He should have gotten 2 more, I believe.
Oh, is it +4? Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I think the commons are 2, or just 2.
Yeah, 44 +4 and 2d4 +2, right?
It says 2d4 +4.
Oh, the ones you
can
make
be
are
plus
more
Phoenix.
potent. The ones you make are more potent.
This was made by Emrut.
Yeah, the ones you guys buy, which is one set, would not be as potent. So that's something you guys should consider. You make them, they're more potent. But they also expire sooner. I think it literally says when you make it, it's more potent. Let me check.
Then I can give myself 2 more then?
Yeah, if you didn't use one you brought, sure.
Yeah.
Here we go on the relevant handouts. Yeah, if crafted, +2 hit points. So it is more potent when you craft it.
Ah.
It's not normally that. All right. Anyways, he has advantage, so he's hitting this guy with 19, and he's critting him. Delicious. The crit is going to be 6 + 4, 10, 13, so 23 damage. He cuts into him. He falls back to Lewis's shoulder. We can hold out as long as possible. It's 14 and 14 on both the attacks. 25, 26. 18.
Aha, I see. I have no way to reduce that, I don't think. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm down.
You get down, and then the rest of them assault Vata. Vata does his best to defend his position.
What do we see with the dragon?
Dragon just sits there, uncaring. Even though he's down, the dragon just still sits there. So it's amused.
Are the dragons like sitting on the ground or standing up?
It's sitting kind of like a dog would. It's got its butt on the ground, but it's not like laying down or anything. Vada gets dropped as well. We will give him 1 death save since he's an NPC. Should his turn come around, he's not recovered hit point.
Guys, if we kill a third year,
No one will ever want to go out on mission with us again.
I know, right?
Yeah, but this threat is particularly terrible. Amrot, speaking of particularly terrible, what are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna head on down to that water room sigil.
There you are.
Alrighty. And then I'm gonna activate it when Phoenix gets to the earth room one.
And that's exactly where she's going.
Okay, you get to the final rune, and are all 3 of you ready to activate it?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
held action would go off.
Yep. Now.
Boom! All your hands slam onto the floor. The water symbol, the fish becomes a massive whale. The wind wraps around it, and then it gets armor from the stone. But the stones have been corrupted to shadow, so it's shadow armor like obsidian rocks. And the wheel then swims around up into the air like it's flying and slams into the ground on a dive. And a wave, an ethereal wave, pours out. You can see all the shadow ends get blown away, and they are destroyed. Last one as he dies. All food for the bird. And you guys return to your bodies, collapsing in the opening of the cave. But you're not unconscious or anything. But you are unfortunately forced to be prone. In the shadowy field, no more.
Oh, we're still in turn. Never.
Well, yeah, we are, because Vada could die any moment now.
As Phoenix comes to, she stands up quickly and turns around and looks where the Ettins were. Is there happen to be anything that looks like a Shadow Soul Stone floating around out there?
No, none.
Shit. She will use the rest. I didn't count. She has Expeditious Retreat, so she's going to use what she can, get closer to Jenkins, which I know sounds very, horrible because there's other dead people, but that's as far as she can make it anyway. She can't make it to anybody to give him a potion.
Yeah, save.
Alright, let's hope. Oof.
Oof. Big oof. Judith Bloom.
Okay, real quick before all this happened, when I saw that dragon sitting down, if I would have looked to Phoenix, would I have seen anything different with her?
When she was next to it?
No, I see something crazy was happening with Lewis and.
No. Phoenix is normal.
Okay, got it. Okay, so
Y'all scared of her.
Collecting that data.
That's all I'm doing. All right, cool. So I will wake up. I'm prone. Ugh, no big deal. Stand up. 15. 5. 10. I'll step over Amrit. 10. 15. Okay. Oh, 2 people down, and poor Jenkins. Oh. I'm gonna go. Hold on. I'm gonna go. Sure, Vata's a third year, but I care about our leader. So I will say, the old man took a nice rest in a beautiful forest, but sadly he was awoken too early. Healing virtue. Only at first level, because
All right.
Wait, did you do Vata or Lewis?
Lewis.
Oh, okay.
The old man.
I don't know
how
why
old
I thought
Vata is,
you
I
said.
guess.
I don't know why I thought you said Vata.
That was my movement, this, and plus I'll dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and just, I'll stare at Lewis.
Vata. Did I
You're
lose
muted
connection?
just in case you're talking.
I am so embarrassed.
Okay.
It
Um,
happens.
First time.
Sora is looking at Vada since she saw him go down, or she sees that he's bleeding out on the rock. She feels this pang in her heart, so she jumps up using half her movement. She's gonna expend her key point to do Step of the Wind as a dashing bonus action. So I have 20, then add 40, so I have 60. And comes in a sliding, just pretty much jumps up top of him, trying to pull off his helmet, and will down a healing potion down his mouth.
Romantic.
Jesus.
And
What
again.
is going on? I'm just gonna roll it again just to see. Okay, I'm not cursed. I'm not blessed. Got it.
Yeah, I'm not saying cursed. Vata comes through, and with that, we can leave initiative.
She just hugs Vada. It's just like, oh, nearly lost you. Whew.
I'll go over and help Lewis up. Come on. We're not in retirement yet.
We did it.
You do missions like this all the time, Vata.
Yes, but usually with other third years.
We didn't do so bad, did we?
I wasn't trying to insult, just that the third years are quite a bit stronger. The group. You did excellent.
And she punches him on the shoulder. I was just teasing you.
Okay. Vata stands up and dusts his legs off. We should make camp. He points to the cave. This isn't over.
Very well. Do you need help getting in there?
Where?
She just pulls his arm over her shoulders and begins making her way into the cave with him.
Oh, I think we're camping first before we go into the cave. Or maybe I'm wrong.
I thought we were camping in the cave.
Maybe there's a small cave in the southwest there that looks like a place that might be nice.
Sora will U-turn and pull Vada along to the other cave.
Yes, the alcove down below. We should camp there. Our journey is not complete. He looks to Judith. Can you take another photo to see if those shadow creatures are...
Yeah, of course. Here, everyone to stand over there, and I back up, and I'm gonna take a photo of everyone. Look look less beat up, okay? You're champions, you're heroes. You potentially saved a forest or began to. 3, 2, 1.
On one,
Cheese.
Phoenix flips a finger.
Lewis is just like crisscross on the ground, just like rubbing his head, like
Oh no,
not really sure what to do.
Oh, sorry. I think I saw your internet was acting up. I was helping you up earlier.
All right, he's standing up and he's just like behind the crowd, just rubbing the back of his head.
Okay, and when you take that photo, it's a great photo for the memories, especially because no one else sees this, but this is in your photo.
Wait, what is?
Jesus freaking Christ!
It's looming right over Lewis. Doesn't have as many figures in it. The photo would suggest, but you could see this shadowy form from the other side has grown much larger, and the other shadow creatures are gone. Unfortunately, when you look at the photo again, it's been removed, a burn mark on it.
Okay. Now, hey, this photo is a little. I guess it's not my best work, sadly, but oh man, you guys look great. Emerald, we're. All right.
Thought would point to the cave and say, "Now that I trust you, I think I'll talk a tiny bit more." He walks towards the cave and said, "You all did a good job. Let's eat and rest." And give me your closing speech for your characters. It could be any moment of setting up camp, walking in camp, the thoughts of today's adventures on your character. One last scene to close out each character as Lada leads the way towards the campsite, the third year. Proud that you all pull through on your own strength. Who would like to go first in their description ending the session?
Sora is seen being very like nurturing and caring for Vada as he heads to camp and things start setting up. She's trying to be very helpful, albeit from time to time she's gone and gained this secondary objective of trying to get him to crack a smile or laugh, where he's setting up somewhere and she comes out of nowhere like upside down in a branch making a funny face. That sort of like childish humor, and just bugging him essentially throughout most of the night.
Okay.
Say, Phoenix will kind of be off to the side a little bit, working on Jenkins, fixing him up, patching the holes that were put into him. And she's just kind of quieter than usual.
Okay. Well, since Emerald's the mystery, how about you, Emerald? Oh, you walked us out of the cave. What the hell is your token? Did you just delete?
Yeah, I'm in there.
He's in there, boys and girls. So
It's
why
probably
you?
as black as my screen is.
Oh, so you deleted by accident or you intentionally?
It was on purpose.
Okay, good. So ultimate RP. Walk us through your moment, your final moment of the session.
It's kind of like lipping along the wall, just looking in deeper. It kind of looks at his hands like blood all over it. The fuck's going on? And he'll try and see if he can make out anything, any residual essence of that, whatever he was feeling before.
Well, one thing that's interesting to you is that you feel like that blood aura strengthened you a little bit. And why do I say that? It's because I believe you can only usually teleport once, right?
Uh huh.
But you feel like you have the ability to do it one more time despite not being able to rest. Or not resting yet.
Hmm.
It is permanent. You have 2 uses of it now instead of just.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Yay. That's pretty cool.
All right. Any other words, Amrit, before we move on to somebody?
He'll just he'll actually test it by just wasting it, I guess. He'll teleport outside the cave and see everybody else there.
It's blood teleport now. Now it's what you did last night. As you leave a trail of blood, but the blood disappears after a while. Maybe that's what happened. No one cleaned it up. It just disappeared. Maybe because you have a little bit more control over it. Regardless, the trail would appear the moment you teleport and within seconds vanish.
She kind of looks back at the blood disappearing. I'm sure that's fine. At least starts walking back to the group.
He's back. Now as you're walking towards the group and Vada's setting up the tents and Phoenix tinkering with Jenkins and Lewis is going to be the reason why we all TPK one day. Sora, what are you up to? Are you just nagging Vada or the others as well?
Other than bugging Vada, eventually she would return over to the wind rune and would come and take a sitting position there. She goes over her mind of all the things that's happened just within 24 hours, meeting that white monkey man who is the closest thing she's experienced to an answer who she is and where she's come from, to fighting for real on her first mission. She puts her fists together and crosses her legs and goes into a deep meditative kind of position and just tries to center herself on the wind rune. And she just tries to open herself up and meditate there as part of her rest.
Okay. When you do that, you feel connected to the shadow realm here been cleansed. Now it's more of a spiritual realm. And on the air's voice, you can hear as the Zuru reach out to you. You're late. That's what will end your interactions.
What?
Oh.
And
Is it okay if I go?
yeah, I was gonna say you're the last one. Why don't you close this out for that?
I got one thing afterward.
Oh, Lewis gets me. Sorry, Lewis. Didn't mean to just chuck you out the friggin' window.
Well,
No worries.
the beauty of this is Judith is to everyone else, you know, she's like, all right, camping. I've heard so much about it. It's gonna be fun. I think there's I have to get firewood to light a nice little fire. So, Lewis, do you mind helping me? I can't really carry a lot.
Sure. As he's just like patching up like what little wounds he has, is just like excess pieces of cloth just to keep it from bleeding out any further.
Good. As we walk and kind of get far, you know, a good distance away from everybody, I'm going, you know, I'm just kind of like picking up pieces of wood and saying, here, hold this, please. Here, hold this. This looks good. I noticed something. I think everyone did. But I just kind of want to tell you so you're aware too. Two things. One, you are a fire rune. I, as a follower of Far Inferno, greatly respect you and what the fire runes represent. It's amazing, really. But your second rune, the shadow,
normally I don't, I don't have a problem with it, but when I was in the shadow realm, I saw something next to you. And when I took a photo, it was there for a split second and then it burned away. Look here, and I'll show you the photo. You see, there's a burn spot here. This doesn't happen with my spell. This is something different.
Oh.
It was it was like a large, bony dragon type creature. Is this familiar at all?
He looks like he was mostly just like somewhat a little bit awkward when he was moving with you for the most part. But then the moment you mention a bony dragon, his body just stiffens up.
Have you seen this before?
Do you mind repeating that one more time?
Yeah. While I was in we were in the shadow realm. Sorry, we saw you. But there was a massive dragon there as well. A big bony dragon type creature. It looked pretty terrifying, and I was going to get much closer to kind of get a better look at it and kind of examine it, but we saved the day too quickly.
He just grits his teeth. Damn it. I really wish that was just a dream.
A dream? Like, what happened in your dream?
You remember when you picked me up from my room when I told you that
Yeah,
I had no idea about this thing?
yeah, you were doing the light show.
That wasn't me. Whatever the hell is in this shadow room is whatever did that. And I get the feeling whatever you saw is that thing.
Well, what I said in the hallway still stands. I will happily help you find a way to get rid of it. An unwanted rune is a tragic thing. And just for kicks, I'm going to reach my hand out and go to touch you on your shoulder. But as I do, I will cast light on one of my rings, and I'll just place it on your shoulder. And I'll say,
Mechanical or organic?
at the connection point between the mechanical and organic.
I see. Falcon rolling on that?
It's tough. It would go on to one or the other.
On the shadow.
Okay. I'm gonna leave this up to wisdom save. Let's hope I hold. I'm gonna say that's barely enough, as the light is able to come in, and for a brief moment, shadows seem to be pouring out of it, but Lewis just grits his teeth, and flames seem to just consume that small amount of shadow that pierced through, allowing the light to peer in.
You see that Judith is staring at everything, and like this was an investigative test in a way, but also a sign of true friendship. But then after nothing happens, she kind of tightens on the shoulder and says, "You'll be okay."
Please make a quick insight.
Okay. I'm just thinking. Okay.
Okay, that's enough. You noticed, especially as close as you were, that while these runes were interacting, Lewis seemed to be gritting his teeth in pain. And
The
have
same
you been
pla-
around him?
The same words stand.
Alright. I mean, he just gives a nod as his organic hand just rests on his shoulder.
All right, now let's go. It's getting cold in this, and we're gonna have a raging fire. And I go and I pick up more pieces of wood and just plop them right on your, in your lap there.
Appreciate it. He just kind of mutters to himself. And as we make our way back into camp, Lois seems a bit more relaxed, and a slight smile comes on his face. But in that moment, a voice slowly trails in the back of his head. Getting too close would only be foolish. Do you really want to get hurt again? And the smile on his face fades away once more as he continues down the path with Judith.
Okay. And as you all get ready to camp and settle, consider that while we're in the field, the only way you're healing is magic or hit dice. So track those. A long rest does not put you back to full.
We're long resting right now.
You guys can short a long rest. If you think it's safe to long rest here, you can long rest. If you prefer to short rest and keep moving, it's entirely up to you. The result of either of those decisions will be handled.
All right.
With that said, I hope you all had a good game. Let's close
Heck
out
yeah.
today's Elder's Herb. All right, stream. Goodbye, stream.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Later.
Bye bye.
Peace upon you.
Gerne.
Out of fear, we kept running, tried to hide away. Can you hear? War is coming, beckoning our fate. This is the day that we stand up. This is the day we fight. We'll take our place, we won't give in. Our victory's in sight. Only a sword in our hand, but we enter the lion's den. We're not waiting for a war.